Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy.
Thank God my mic was off a second ago. I would have needed much help. I was off beat. Trying to listen to what E-Zone was saying. Hello, it's the Dr. Greenthumb Show live on YouTube, Twitch, Discord, and BeReal.tv. In just a couple days, just tomorrow, we're relaunching the BeReal.tv site. So stay up on game. You're going to love it. All right. And, we can't wait for you to see it. To my right, the legendary Send Dog in the building.
Yes, man. Here I is. Yeah, man.
Yes, back in the building. That's right. We got the iconic one, Eric Big Drum Bobo.
Buddy.
The Treehouse crew in the building. Bolton, Blambo, Bra, and the Dominator. I'm all over the place.
That's Blambro, B.
Is Blambro now?
Blambro.
You changed to Blambro.
Yeah, we could switch it up.
Okay, cool. Right. And joining us at the table, a beast in the octagon and everywhere else, my man Brian Ortega up in here. Big fan, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Big fan. Watched many of your fights.
Hell yeah.
Watched you beast out many a time, man. We have the balloon beast in the house. E-Zone up in here.
Out on the balloons.
Beasting out on the balloons.
What's going on, everybody?
The life, right?
Yeah. Well, we have a silencer now.
You got a silencer.
Yeah, they sell them at Home Depot.
So you can blow your little balloons up now in silence.
With a filter too.
Oh, with a filter.
Yeah. Shout out
to
to
get clean.
The plumbing section at Home Depot. Literally, it's the same size. You just screw it on, and it goes on.
All right. So you could do it in stealth mode.
Nobody has to know. Hey, you forgot about somebody. Or is it
yes, and up in the along with the treehouse in the nest, we got my man Trace Dunes in the building.
Man.
His match game is on hit.
Good to be here today.
Yeah, how you doing?
Kind of feel like I'm in Bobo's old apartment. Like he doesn't live here anymore, and I'm like hanging out in it. Is what it feels like.
You're leasing out Bobo's condo.
Yeah, I mean he's got his old bird up here, and got a
he lives there.
Cowbell in here.
That's Snacks.
Yeah, it looks like an old drummer used to live here. Like he moved out. like he moved out though. He moved out.
Snacks is the proprietor of the estate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Snacks is the guy right there. You know what I mean?
There's nothing but bird crap up there.
Old bird crap.
How crazy would that be?
I couldn't live with him anymore, man.
You'd have to kick him out.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Mm.
He's always on like binges. He'd come home and I'm gonna have coke all over his beak, and
He's got coke beak, huh?
he got big old coke beak.
He's got his beak was numb.
Bringing all kinds of irregular birds over. You know what I mean?
Shiesty birds.
Shiesty birds.
Birds of the night.
Yeah.
Crazy
bird who was, you know what I mean? As Blaze.
Who you hanging out with, man?
That's what I was asking him.
That's what you was asking the bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not me, man.
Once he got that LAFC money, dude, he started going all out.
He gets paid, yeah.
That was it, man. He started doing features and everything like that. And
Right now, the guest is looking right now and going, are they really talking to a fucking bird right now? Is that what's going on here?
Fucking fake bird. Oh man, there I go. All right,
that what's
I'm glad
going
I'm glad I poured this out. Man.
Oh!
That bird was doing perico.
Yeah.
A bird does a lot, man. Don't get it twisted. So,
He's had an evolution of sorts. He's constantly flipping game. Oh man.
You know, you're from the from the fighting world, bro, and you got eyes on you the whole time. But I never really thought about this till like right now with the conversation we had. There are sure as hell a lot of people that are on drugs watching these fights.
Yeah.
Like
And drunk.
Everybody's on some kind of thing, so everybody's high on something. These are like the most unhealthy kind of people if you're out there doing drugs. You know what I mean? But you're watching the healthiest people beat the hell out of each other.
Yeah.
But it's like for sure
High level.
the perico is running wild at those boxing things.
That and the alcohol for sure.
That goes hand in hand. The alcohol.
But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of us stoners represented in there.
No, for sure. But
There's a couple of them just actually dissecting everything. And
Yeah,
you
for sure.
think about the fight game.
Yeah, for sure. I would trip as if, you went to watch a fight on mushrooms, and you were peeking like in the melt.
Probably not a good idea
Yeah,
for me.
Not for you. Not for Santa.
I would say, I don't think so.
Not the best environment.
I think I'd be tripping off that, man.
Too much energy.
It's a lot of energy, yeah.
or energies.
Yeah.
It's just like some people are mad. You're cheering for one person, then they yell, and that's a little bit too loud on mushrooms. I'm not trying.
But think about it. There's some
And the
wild.
lights come out.
Yeah.
But you don't think you'd see it like in a different light than what it actually is? Like,
I think
it may look more gory when you're on some mushroom shit than.
I think
what
for
it
some
actually is.
people it might scare them, and for other people are like, oh man, I just seen his soul come out of his body.
I think it depends on how much you take.
Depends
If
on
you're
how much
going-
you
if
think.
you're
Maybe like
go-
a little microdose.
Yeah.
Yeah, microdose you can handle it because you'll start drinking and you'll forget about it, or you'll do something else. Something's gonna distract you.
I think if you do a micro or moderate dose, you can actually see the strategies of the fighters a little bit more clearly. Because sometimes, like you're just watching, you're oblivious to what either guy is trying to do. Like, but I think you're so keyed in and locked in right there. Oh, he's trying to. I mean, you figure it out. I think you dive a little bit deeper into it, as if you're like stoned. Like when we're stoned, we're like overanalyzing things all the time.
I wish that they would have told us, like micro dose, and no one ever told us micro anything. You know what I mean? That's why
You would not have done a microdose, though. Don't sit here in front on us like you would have did a microdose.
I'm just saying.
You would have
never
taken
said-
like 10.
I'm an extremist, I know. But what I'm saying to you, is that they should have like warned you. Like little microdose, moderate dose. I don't need that. I need to go there. I need to go to extreme.
So nobody's ever
Super
warned.
dose.
Yeah.
No one
Extreme.
warned me.
Like extreme, like that day on the airplane coming from Europe, like that extreme.
What was that
Yeah.
extreme? Explain to people what's this extreme was.
Well,
Yeah, what was
I
that?
missed the whole episode. You're asking me or him?
Tim.
Oh, okay, you do tell.
Okay. Now I had this like gummy, like this Chiba Chew, and this is the Mechadeca. You know
The
about the
Mechadeca,
Mechadeca.
yes.
The Mechadeca,
Which
dose.
is a huge dose.
a huge dose.
Yeah.
Chiba Chews put in work too.
Yeah. So I had one, and usually you'll do like a little piece and everything like that. Now it's yay big,
And you did the whole thing.
So Sen is sitting not too far from me, and he's watching me unwrap, the Chiba Chew. He says, "Yeah, you gonna do that whole thing?" And I says, "Yes, I'm an extremist."
Yeah.
That was my answer.
True.
So I did it, and then things happened, during that flight. You know what I mean? It was a little rough for me. I mean, I don't know what you saw. I don't remember.
What did you
but-
see, Sandog?
I wasn't witness to it, but when we were walking off the airplane, the main stewardess asked me, "Is your friend okay? Is he all right?"
Is he alive?
We were so worried about him. I'm like, what friend are you talking about?
That's the time.
No, another time.
that's a different time.
No, that's the time. That's the time that I needed oxygen on the.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
They put the mask down for you.
No,
they
what
brought-
happened- So I woke up, and I was drinking wine. I woke up and I had to go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, and the shit hit me.
Yeah, there it goes. All right, I
been a
got you.
couple
I
of
got
them.
you. Keep going.
Okay, so it hit me when I was going to the bathroom. I was pissing, and all of a sudden, it hit
Right in the midstream,
midstream. Like it. I'm like, oh shit.
headed up the river.
Right. So I says, I need some water, like now. So I said I had some water in my seat. So then I went back to my seat. I couldn't find a bottle of water that I knew that was there.
You were panicking, son.
And I started to panic. So then I went over there to the middle where the nurses and the stewardess, they all like
Flight
hang out there,
attendants.
the galley thing. So then I put my head down. I rest my head down, and then they said, "Sir, you cannot be here." And I said, "Yo, check this out." Those are my exact words. Yo, check this out. I'm not feeling too well. I need a little help, so I need to be like here right now. He said, "You need oxygen? You want us to give you oxygen?" I says, "Yes, go ahead and do that."
So I'll take me some of that.
So then they sat me down. They brought out the oxygen tank, and then they put it on me, and I'm breathing oxygen and everything. And then that's when we had Ennis with us. Ennis, he peeks his head out, and he says, "Yo, Bobo, what's going on?" And I look up at him with the mask on, and like, what do you think? I'm in trouble over here. I'm struggling over here. You know what I mean? So
What did you take?
I just had this Mecha dose gummy.
Well, you had the same gummy that you were talking about on the first story, or that was the same story?
That's the same story.
Okay,
because
so it's
then-
that.
Right. So then that's when he was getting off the plane. He says, "Is your friend all right?"
Mm.
And yeah, it was one of those long flights. So
11 hours, yeah.
Yeah, but then it hits me in the when we're picking up our bags down there, and I go, "Fuck, what was she talking about?" I mean, and then I go to Bobo, what happened on that flight, man? And he's like, "Well, basically," he starts with that. Basically, I'm like, "Okay, something happened," but you're leaving out the fact that I sat next to you and I was asking you for a piece of that gummy, and you said, "No, I'm an extremist," and ate the whole thing himself.
That's what you get.
Then
dude.
That's what you got. Yeah, that was your karma. Gary Coleman.
Wait a minute, I told you no.
Yeah, you told me no.
I didn't share.
And then ate the whole thing in front of my face, like, too bad.
What a bastard.
Whatever. I'm like, all right, whatever.
No, I didn't do that.
Yes,
man.
you did,
Come
man.
on, man. Stop lying, man.
And then
That's messed up,
And
dude.
then looked at me and go, I'm an extremist. I'm
It sounds like
oh.
something Bobo would have did.
Oh man, stop lying on that, man. I would have shared with you.
I'm not fronting. I'm not fronting.
You just asked him for a piece.
Yeah, I didn't want the whole
Yeah,
thing.
you just
know?
like, let me get a little piece.
By the time we get up in the air, I'll be, easy.
Yeah.
Easy
No,
peasy.
buddy, then this is for me, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't ask Bobo
That's
for
that
no.
one. That one. There's many. There's a few of those Bobo stories, but that was that one. That was a good one.
You ever done mushrooms, dog?
No,
No, not even once on accident.
no, man.
No. Would you try them?
I'm afraid.
Damn, you're afraid you're gonna like this.
There's a lot of shit in here that I'm not trying to fucking find out.
And see, that's important that you know that
Yeah,
because
that is important.
because like when you do mushrooms, you want to be with people you trust
Yeah.
that can guide you through it in case you took too much, or just in general. Because like there was a time I didn't take any mushrooms because I was deep in my head too.
Yeah, that's that. I'm like that.
Yeah, and so I didn't take them for a lot. Like I used to take them a lot, but when I started getting these anger issues that I had for a time, I didn't take them because I knew I'd like blow up and make my trip, not what I wanted it to be. So I waited. I waited years till I got past all the stuff and let it go, and I was able to have like a good trip. But like I did not touch them not once because I knew that if I got into the melt, right, not the microdose, because that's the thing about the micro and moderate dose, right? If you got things in your head, it's supposed to help that. Like it helps you navigate that and like get over certain things. It's good to have like a guide with you for that. Not a shaman, but somebody you trust, like helping you through some of this stuff. But
Somebody who knows their stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, I've been told a lot of things about that. Even for fighters, they say like, hey man, if you take a microdose
yeah,
and you go sparring, like you just see everything different.
yeah.
I had a lot of fighter friends tell me like, hey man, I can see the punches coming. I can see this. I know when their next movements are I know their whole plan before they even
Yeah,
throw it at me.
it opens you up in a different way. That's why I was saying.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm sitting here like, shut the fuck up.
I do
Like I
agree
fucking
though.
see you gonna throw like 6 punches at me, and I can see them all.
I think
But
you
then
can-
again, I don't know, right?
I think it's
the last thing I want to do is fucking try it and just get cracked in my face.
I think it's they can anticipate it. They could feel the energy. It's not that they see it
But-
coming before it happens.
That's a big risk though. Be like, if I'm gonna trust, like, I know he was gonna hit a left, and then this dude accidentally rocks me with the other one. Then I'm not only do I make an ass out of myself, but I get knocked out because I took somebody's advice in the gym about taking mushrooms. Like, nah, bro,
But I heard nothing but good things. I never heard a bad story.
yeah.
I'm just not gonna mix him up with something dangerous. Like, that's your profession, bro. You're a
Yeah.
fighter. I'm just not gonna jeopardize that.
I wouldn't like if you were gonna microdose. That's not the first thing I'd microdose with. You know what I mean? Just like have it be on some easy, easiness. That way like, okay, how does this affect me? That way, like if you could handle it, then you could go to the gym and try and train and like work your way up to that. But like, yeah, on a dry run or a cold run, I wouldn't just do it all
So,
like
like
the
that.
melt belt.
The melt, no.
During like a jogging or something like
Something
that.
like that
you know?
sounds about
Yeah.
right. Like
That's cool, bro.
nature or something like that.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
easy.
Kinda
Yeah,
easy like that. I would start off like that.
I mean, we
Well, my question is like, what happens to your mind though? How do you feel? Like, do you feel something after? Do you think different after? Like
Like how much though? Like you talk about microdose or are you asking about
anything, bro? Because a lot of people have recommended it to me.
well, you know what
I've been around it a lot, like
what a lot of
everything, but I don't know, just something.
well
When it
what
comes to fucking with my mind, I'm like, I don't want to be out of control.
Well, what they're saying is, with microdose, you're totally in control. But what it's helping for some people is for depression and anger and things like that. And if like there's other stuff that you need to rewire in your head, some of them are going to therapist
Yeah.
and doing the microdose with their therapist, guiding them through unlocking these little things. So if you got a fear of heights or something like that, they can rewire that to where it's not a thing to you anymore. So that's what they're doing a lot of studies with microdoses like that. Now, if you're talking about the melt, yeah, that's different. That's like beyond the microdose, and that's where it's like control issues start happening. Like you sort of you're in a different world there.
Yeah.
Is it the not being in control part that freaks you out? Because
Yeah.
I'm one of those. I don't like doing drugs.
Well,
that-
like,
Yeah, same here.
I got a lot of shit in my head,
Yeah.
and then not only that, but like, I lose control. Like I don't know what it
Right.
become. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
do agree,
and
'cause-
I fear that because there's a couple of times I've done some other shit and I lost control, and it could easily just
Yeah,
it could
turn,
fuck up my life.
Yeah, it could turn bad in a
It
minute.
can turn bad.
Yeah.
So I just let me not risk that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's a good idea you don't do them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, because sometimes it could probably be that, because I'm not gonna lie, microdoses are very hard to get them regulated. Like how, let's say you would get an Advil,
That
so
part.
somebody could just be like, oh, this is a microdose, and they give you a cap full of spores, and that necessarily, it is a 0.4 inside that pill, but that 0.4 is gonna hit like a full 1.5, and if you're not used to that. That feeling of uneasiness associates itself right away with not being controlled, then leads to anxiety, and then you have a panic mode. And
Yeah,
I've been there.
panic leads to.
I don't
fucking
like that
violence,
feeling either,
So
so-
I'd rather just not.
No, I mean, shrooms, they tap into different parts of the mind, and different parts of your mind may not be right.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
no, for
or-
sure it ain't, bro.
or ready.
Trust me.
already to really
Yeah.
be open. So, I mean, just the fact that you could take something that could possibly open up one of those doors that you don't want to be open, I mean, I
Yeah.
can definitely understand that point.
But I'll say this, people that are taking it for depression and anger issues, they've been seeing a lot of good work behind that. Yeah, for sure. That's why therapists are now like,
Yeah, I hear all
studying-
about that. I hear like that ayahuasca,
Yeah.
and stuff like, or even like smoking toad.
Yeah.
Uh,
dude, that's like nature's meth.
yeah, the nature's
You get no, because the way you have to smoke it is in like a low meth pipe, bro. So they take the thing off the frog's back and they dry it like they would cocaine as a paste or hash rosin, and then you put that little paste in there in the bottom of the dish, and you flip it and you just burn it. You just you take 2 hits and you just trip. I've seen videos of people doing it online.
Yeah.
Like just doing it and then they just drop the pipe and everything.
Yeah, they just drop and start crying or on some crazy shit.
That crying and throwing up is just that purging out of your body, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna do something like that, that's a little bit too extreme. But you definitely not only one need a shaman.
You need a
probably
shaman
need to go
for
to like Peru or someplace where
you
like
need a shaman.
they have like this is.
Yeah, no, I've seen them do it with people who knew what they were talking about or knew what they were doing.
It's not like medical tourism. It's like mental health tourism in a sense.
Yeah.
There's only certain places that they'll take you to the middle of nowhere and you have to do it. Especially like I feel if you were to do something like that to kind of like purge yourself because you don't like to really tap into what's going on in your head. If you were to do something like that and then you go through that process where you like purge yourself out of whatever's going on and then you try mushrooms after that, I think it would be a whole different experience for you because you already would be cleansed of whatever's going on.
Yeah, but do you think it's just a trip or it actually does something to you though? You know what I'm saying? Because I heard people that do this stuff and then all of a sudden it's like
they changes the way
they see something crazy, but then
You know,
that's it. You know,
like
or some people don't see nothing.
Yeah, some people.
But I'm not too much.
Yeah,
I don't know too much on this shit.
For some people, it unlocks something that they didn't know about themselves, or it gives them like a clarity. Oh man, I did it again. Did it? A clarity that maybe they never had before. But some people that like abuse, they never come back. They just the way that they are is completely different, and it's hard to explain that. But that's when you go over and you're abusing it and like just going out of your mind, which there's a lot of folks doing that. But like if you do it in moderation, again, like people are finding it's helping with situations like that. Like when you look at Mike Tyson, right? That dude used to be one of the most angry people in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, now this dude will just, if he sees a bag of shrooms, he'll just grab a handful.
But okay, you know him better than I guess anybody here in this table. Was he taking mushrooms during the time that he was angry when he was young? Okay, see that itself kind of back to the point that I was trying to say. He got through his ish before he started.
That's hard to say if he got through his stuff before he started taking mushrooms, because Mike has partied like pretty much all his life.
But what I'm saying is, I think it would have been a more dangerous factor if because he was already on some other stuff when he was angry. You know what I mean? When he was out there
but
partying.
that was pharmaceutical stuff.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I think it would have been a crazier factor because maybe he was just so angry, and then you feed mushrooms because you.
I think mushrooms made him feel good. And that's why he does them, because he doesn't feel angry when he's on the mushrooms.
But I want to say after dealing with that, bro, because the mushrooms could definitely. But
you don't know that.
If you're not in a good mental state, sometimes it's not good to take them.
I get that, but he's had lots of therapy in his time, so it could be that he was mentally prepping himself the whole time. But it's.
Because the way
you're right, you have to get over whatever your shit is.
Get over the hump.
That is no doubt. Yeah, I'm ramping up
Get the whole bottle, dude. Like it's like 8 already.
I poured enough.
You want my cup, dude? Since you were talking about.
Oh my God! See, that's my karma. I was talking about your stupid cup. No, but yeah, I think you definitely got to get over it to some degree, whether it's therapy or your own, like you letting something go. Period. Before you go into the melt. Now, if you're like I said, if you're going to microdose in moderation. Therapists are helping people with stuff like this with that type of dosage. But if you're going into the melt, you got to make sure you are done with all the shit, because come on, give me a reprieve. No.
I'm still not gonna save you from like.
Hey, he dropped the F-bomb. I didn't hear no.
Does he know the rules?
Well, no. Technically, no.
He knows.
Well, he didn't get me. He didn't get me on that one.
Sendog, this is your second day here, though.
All right.
Yeah, it's my second time here.
Well, we're gonna have to put you.
now I'm put on alert. Now I know what's up.
You were about to curse again. Just
I was.
Yeah.
No, we as hosts have a 30-minute challenge, and it's almost done in a few minutes.
Oh, all right.
Minutes.
I was like, all right.
See
Oh no, you're good. Guests are good. Guests
right.
are good. It's a 30-minute host challenge, and if
that's a tough one.
we mess up, we have to take shots or hit this thing, which is a dab rig.
5 times.
So do you think that taking the shot actually frees you up more to curse a little bit more after? Like I know when I drink or I get drunk, I can't get a regular word out. It's everything's F this and
See, because that's part of the challenge. Can you withhold? Can you?
That's a good one. It's a good damn challenge.
It's almost over, thank God. Be drinking half that bottle. I might take flips right now.
Have you gotten high though before? Like smoke?
Yeah. I mean, I've done basically everything. Just
not
the psychedelics.
Yeah.
No acid. No psychedelics.
Everything else, yeah, but just no psychedelics.
Well, that's good that you know that about yourself, like your own self limits.
I say, I've done some fucked up shit back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, because some
hold on, all kinds of shit.
I believe you. I ain't fronting.
Hey, because some folks don't, they don't even think about that. They will get, do some psychedelics and be in their head like that, and you just never know what might come. They might scare themselves. You know what I mean?
It's like Pink Floyd in The Wall. That's how he was under so much drugs that he was just in the room by himself, like tripping the hell out. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to still be like lively at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Smiling, happy to be around some cool people. I think that's key. It's got to be a cool vibe around you so those negative thoughts don't kind of jump in because they're like right there. It's it's scary.
It can be scary.
Hey, were you always a fighter, dog? Like even since a little kid, like you were fighting in kindergarten and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah? You remember your first fight? Like the first fight they call your parents, you're like, hey, this fool he messed up this first grader.
Like 3rd grade.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when kids.
I started training at 5 years old.
Damn, full 5?
Yeah.
What was your first discipline that you were training?
I started doing kickboxing.
Kickboxing first.
Yeah, because I grew up in the projects in Pedro.
Right. And it's tough over there.
So
Hell yeah.
It was. My dad told me you have to know how to fight.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna grow up, they're gonna pull your card, and you gotta know what's up.
Yeah. There's always a test about to happen.
Yeah. And sure enough, yeah.
And it happened
all the time.
Yeah.
And then how long from when you were 5 you started training? You said to where you thought about it. How old were you when you thought about it? Maybe I could do this for a while longer.
Like
maybe,
for a living.
Maybe even turn pro. Yeah, for a living.
I think for me, in the beginning, 5 to 13, I trained. It was just do something, at that time, Mexican household, make your father proud. So fighting all the time, that's kind of what that did.
Did he want you to box instead? Like, because
No, not really. He just wanted me to fight.
He just wanted you to fight.
Yeah, he just liked that I fought.
He was like the leader of Cobra Kai. He's like strike first.
Nah. He was quiet, man. He was quiet. Like no words. A typical Mexican. First generation, or at least from Mexico.
Yeah.
I'm first generation. So just a couple words, couple head nods, but always had to fight.
Yeah.
And that was it. So I think I got validation, or that love, or even any type of admiration or something, right?
Yeah.
Was through fighting.
Was he a fighter?
Street fighter, yeah.
Oh damn.
So
yeah, he was vicious.
So it was in the blood, in the DNA.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Stories about him, and every time we go to Mexico,
you seen him get down?
You see, yeah. I seen him fuck a couple people up.
When you were younger, right?
Yeah, in the projects, always see him fight.
It's crazy to see your father fight.
He gets fucking down,
right?
Bro,
you look at him different.
Oh, he's got a because he worked his whole life, so he has he's got bricks on his hand.
Yeah.
So anytime he touches people, they just go out, and he's like this short guy, like 5'7", bro, like
just good with the hand.
And you look at him, and you're like every bit of paisa, like. Nah. And sure enough, but he throws chingazos, man. He gets down.
Yeah, it's crazy when you see your father fight because you have a whole different respect for him. You know what I mean? Like I remember seeing my father fight one time. He beat the shit out of this one guy. Okay, I made it. All right.
I was about to hold up.
It's the 30-minute challenge is over. I seen him beat the shit out of this dude. And I didn't realize how good he was with the hands. I had always heard shit from my older brothers, but like this day I got to see it, and I was like, okay. it made me think twice before I, tried to step up and be slick,
Bro,
with
yeah.
pops,
My dad was down. My dad down for his shit.
Yeah, man.
You squared up with him?
Huh?
Did you ever square up with him?
I tested him one time when I got in the UFC.
Yeah.
Like not like ever squared up, because out of respect, that's a line you never cross. At least I
Right.
don't.
Right.
Right.
You shouldn't, yeah.
But I pinned him against the wall and try to like let him know like I'm not the fucking little line
Yeah.
anymore,
Yeah.
That shit did not go so well.
It did go well.
But in my head, like I'm already fighting for the UFC. I'm 23 years old.
Yeah.
I'm fucking let's go.
Yeah.
I pinned him against the wall and tried to like show him what's up.
Yeah.
And he just fucking got out and like smacked my head into the wall. And it was like, you're still not there yet.
He still got that old man strength. That's
And
what
he's like short. Yeah, got some weight on him and everything. So I for sure thought I had him, but
Oh,
nah,
man.
he's
That dad strength hits different.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Well, it's like you said, he worked all his life. He got that
Yeah.
grit. That's a different kind of strength.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's that inner core strength that like people build, don't even realize they're building it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people from the old country, the old school, like you said, your dad is, and my
Yeah.
dad is too. They come with a different build-up, like the way they grew up and
Yeah.
whatever it is that they ate or they did around.
I don't fucking know, right?
Yeah, they just came like super strong.
It was natural. What
Yeah.
they were eating, it was natural, man. They was planting things.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't, relying on what the store was.
Yeah, you're right.
It was like homegrown stuff.
That hard
Yeah.
labor burns calories too,
That
bro.
too.
Like, yeah, so like it's
Bro.
like that construction worker or farmer's built.
Yep.
Like if you really work out in the field all day, you're gonna have some kind of built that the average man in the city doesn't have because he's not working with his hands. Like that callous hand is different, bro.
It is.
You could like tear somebody's skin off a slap. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. If you slap somebody and you got like working hands, you could tear somebody's hand up because it's tore up in there, bro.
You're right.
And when you're training, what do you feel like the biggest distractions are? Because I know that's got to be the hard.
It depends, bro. Like, what do you mean when I'm training? Just normally when I have a fight?
Like when you got a fight camp.
Whatever's going on in life at that time
Yeah.
always seems to be the distraction.
It always
It's
bleeds
always
in.
something. At least for a long time in my life, it's been women.
Right.
Like either
For a lot of us.
Yeah, it's either women like. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
women. Either single or in a relationship, like you're just
And you're
either
dealing
chasing something, or you're just fucking hearing some shit all the time where you have no peace, and then you got to train the next day, but let's say you argue till 3, 4 in the morning,
Yeah.
and then you gotta like wake up at 8 and then eat breakfast and then go get hit in the face, and then
Yeah.
you just to come back and like that shit just repeats
To argue again?
like 3, 4 days a week.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's got to be tough.
Yeah,
And those got to be the toughest times because I mean, you're trying to be focused
yeah,
at this point.
He's fighting at practice and at home.
for real, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like that's not the life you wanna have, bro.
Well, that's not the ideal
That's not the ideal. Yeah,
way
You
to
don't want that.
way to go into a training camp because you want to sort of be in Zen mode, like just focused on the task at hand, not all
You just want to have support too,
that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it just depends, man. For the most part, when I was younger, there was no distractions. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, I was always pretty locked in, and it almost goes back to like answer the question. Like at 15 years old, I had my first illegal fight. There was like no gloves, no nothing. Just you had to be 18. My dad lied. I was 13 at the time. No, I was 15. And went in there and fought, and it was dope,
Like Fight Club style?
bro. Like just underground shit. Yeah.
No gloves, huh?
No gloves.
Bare
The
knuckle.
first one was bare knuckles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
His shit was dope. But after that, you would seek these places. I would seek them. I would look for them and everything. And I fought 11 times like that.
Wow.
Even one where like my grandpa came from Mexico, and like the second they raised my hand, like the cops raided the place and we had to run out.
You had to get the hand raised and roll.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was a good memory.
How many fights did you have before you got into UFC?
I did 11-0 amateur,
Dope.
and then now I'm like 15-3 and 1 pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a record, man.
I've over 30 fights. Excellent. But around like 17 is kind of when I realized like there's a future here.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Like,
crazy.
And if I do things the right way, maybe I'll see that. If not, I always got other stuff.
Yeah.
So,
But I
by
mean,
19, I turned pro, and I never looked back.
Yeah.
Is it a thing? I don't know if you've experienced this, but like the last minute fill-in fights, like there's a fight that's supposed to happen,
Yeah.
and then one of the fighters something happens,
Yeah.
and then they call you up last minute, and you have very little time to train or prepare or anything like that.
Best fights of my life.
Yeah.
One of the two best performances have happened like that.
Why do you think that is?
Because you just don't give a fuck.
and you
At
don't
least
get a
for
chance
me.
to study each other neither.
Yeah.
So you could just go in there fresh.
Go in there like to think about it, like how Bruce Lee says, like I just go in there with the empty canvas. And I had one of the biggest wars of my life was on a 2-week notice fight. And I was teaching cops with my instructor, Henry Gracie. They called me and said, hey man, there's a guy pulled out. You're gonna fight a guy named Thiago Tavares.
I remember that fight.
Yeah. So I took that on 2 weeks notice. So in that fight was a war. I was 23 years old, skinny, young. This guy I already fought 16 times in the UFC.
Yeah, he was a veteran in comparison at the time.
And he was yoked out. He even thanked me in the fight just to say, hey man, thank you for just taking this. Basically like, thank you for getting the ass whooping tomorrow. And
No fucking way.
I just went in there, yeah, no fucking way.
You gave it to him.
Yeah. we went to war, and it was a bloody war. It was crazy, man.
So you think
He didn't expect that.
No,
You could see.
I
like,
didn't
he-
expect that.
Yeah.
You know him? Have you heard of this guy before prior to that fight?
I don't even watch UFC now, to be honest with you.
Oh,
There's a lot of
really?
fighters that I still don't know.
No,
you know?
no, the guy he fought.
The guy he
was,
fought.
Yeah, was like, a name. Like people were making a big deal out of him for a time.
He was on the roster.
Yeah.
But when you came in, Joe made a big deal about you. He was talking you up like crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what happened, like what that fight turned into was incredible.
Yeah. It was just, imagine older veteran guy, like yoked out, skinny little me, and it was just a war where I just refused to quit.
Yeah, I mean, he
I started
took.
elbowing him from the bottom. I cut all his face open.
Oh yeah, you
He
gave it.
he was
to him.
leaking all over, like I was covered.
Yeah.
I was covered in blood.
Damn.
You shocked.
It was a war. Yeah.
You shocked the MMA world that day because you came in as an underdog and someone who was like, just called him 2 weeks before the fight or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like my second
So-
first fight in the UFC.
So everybody thought, the veteran
Yeah.
was going to win. He came in super ripped, and it didn't
And-
turn out that way.
It didn't turn out that
Didn't
way.
turn
He
out
was
that
in
I
for
got
a
a
surprise
TK, I
that
got a
day.
TKO finish in the third round.
Oh wow.
It was a dope fight.
They gave us fight of the night. We got the bonus.
Oh, you got the bonus that
Yeah.
night? You guys
I
deserved
needed it, bro.
You guys deserved it though, man. That was a hell of a fight.
Yeah,
But you gave him everything he could handle. Like
bro. Like if you were on mushrooms, you would see my fucking spirit leave my body.
yeah. Yeah.
I swear to you, like I went up after the fight was over, and like I just said, "Thank you, God," and I just fell. Like I don't know, I can't explain it, but I just dropped.
It was that exhausting.
Yeah.
You output so much energy in that
Yeah,
fight.
I dropped, and then that was it.
But that was the biggest fight you had up to that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second one that I had on like 2-3 weeks notice was against Frankie Edgar. And that one I answered the call after partying. I was out fucking, and then I answered the phone call and said, hey, fight this guy, short notice. He was going to fight for that world title. I just said, yeah, and went back to sleep. And then I woke up and I saw the internet was like, I'm going to fight this guy. And I was like, wait, what the fuck?
How did that happen?
I was like, no, I did not just agree for this shit. And this guy's never been stopped in his life, never been finished, went through wars, was a 155-pound champ.
Yeah, Frankie.
Getting ready to fight for Max Holloway for the 145-pound champ or belt. And Max got injured or something happened, and then they asked me to step in on 2-3 weeks notice. Reminded I weighed like 180. I have to get to 145.
Damn, you had to cut
And
40.
I was just partying nonstop.
Holy shit, dude.
That's a hell of a cut.
And-
That's got to be the hardest.
But
hardest.
I walked in there and got a first-round KO.
Yeah. I saw that
And
too.
I was like, all right. So some of the best fights have been just where you don't have time to think about it. You almost don't have time to stress about it.
Do you feel like sometimes overstudying like the other fighter could like, you know, lead to making a mistake because you overstudied, like anticipated something they were going to do and they did something different?
I think that depends if you don't study right.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, you have to study everything about them, how they move, everything. But also know that when you step in here, he's also training to do something against you, you know? So you have to have that, but you also have to be open to the idea of them trying different techniques or different strategies against you.
Yeah.
And your ability to adjust in the midst of the chaos during that time is going to determine whether you win or not.
Yeah.
Which is where you just use your fight IQ.
What's the recovery like, bro? Like, I mean, you take all these putazos and you go. I'm like, I imagine you've taken some serious putazos where you've been cut up as well. Like, how long is that recovery? What do you do? Like, are you just sitting there? You're like, fuck, me madreado.
Every fight is different. For me, man, I've been through so many wars that after these fights, I'm gone for like a year or almost 6-7 months. And there's fights where I go in there and I'm just happy and I'm praying that, like, let me just not break something right now. That's it. Because every fight, like last fight, I dislocated my shoulder. Before that, I fractured my orbital.
And that happens right before the fight, like in training camp, right?
Or before that, I broke my nose again. So it's just, there's always something, you know?
It's always something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we had TJ up in here not long ago.
Yeah, TJ's another guy who gets injured, man.
Yeah, his shoulder in his fight was like popping out of the socket.
I was watching him train for that, and I was like, dude, you're gonna take the fight like that.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's
so to answer it, if you break something, you're gonna have to get it fixed. But if you don't, you're typically fucked up for like a week or two.
Is there
once adrenaline once the fight's over and you feel that adrenaline leave, you feel everything.
You feel all of it.
Your legs are swollen, your face is swollen, your eye, you got a black eye. All of a sudden you can't swallow right. What the fuck? Got punched in my throat.
I would have a stem cell.
You know?
Do you do like do you do like the ice bath or cryo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my thing is I do ice every day regardless.
Right.
And you know what? No, not ice. I wake up every day and I have a cold shower.
Yeah.
Every day is mandatory, cold shower. And then 2-3 times a week, I go to my homie's house and he has the cold plunge and then I dive in there.
Even in the cold weather, dog?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The last 2 times that I cold plunge, it was raining or it was cold. Like windy.
Well, it closes your pores, so you know it helps, right? It's you're not going to get sick because you just closed all your goddamn pores up by jumping in that ice water or whatever.
That's real,
right.
Dog.
That's crazy, but it's healthy. It's good for you.
It has some good stuff to it. I don't know the full benefits to it. I just recently started doing that.
Well, it sort of brings down any inflammation in any of the joints.
It's good for your skin too, right?
But they're saying that and like your body hits like a flight or flight, and then it sends these types of proteins to your body.
Right.
There's all these studies being shown now how good it is for you.
Yeah, I do it after like tours and stuff like that. I'll go and I'll
like
hit it once a week.
Yeah, like my legs are sore as fuck right now. So like I can't wait to get into it.
Are you training for a fight now?
I'm trying to fight in July.
Right on.
Yeah.
Who you trying to?
We're trying to figure it out right now. Because when you're in the top 5, it's all politics.
Who would you like to fight?
Shit, it depends, man. There's some people out there, you know. I want to run it back, obviously, with that last fight.
Yeah.
When my shoulder came out.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
That was tough.
Like a story that never got told.
That must be a crazy ass like jolt of pain when that shoulder pops out in the middle of a fight, no less. I mean, I know your adrenaline is carrying you to some degree.
Not really. At that point, it was first round.
Oh, you didn't even
so
get.
You're dry. You're calm. I'm just.
So you felt all of it.
It hasn't kicked in yet.
You're still trying to throw it. You're still trying to use it at that point.
Yeah, your adrenaline hadn't kicked in yet.
No, at that point, my hand it was a freak accident. My hand got stuck under his body. And then he was just kind of pinching me with his body. And I just tried to yank my arm out. And I just literally yanked my arm out of the socket.
That's because you were so dry. And then
Yeah,
it-
like
it-
sometimes when you're like wet and like slippery from the sweat, like you just take your arm out and then you just go back to punching.
Right.
But when you're so dry, it's just all friction.
Oh.
And you have the weight cut before, which means your body dehydrates.
that's like a freak
Do a
accident.
crazy thing, and then you hydrate back the next day. And
What's the most painful, I guess, hit you've ever taken, or injury? I'm gonna say injury.
I don't feel them. I don't feel them during the fight. That's the crazy.
No, like
part.
afterwards, where you're like, "Fuck, este putazo." This-
Like I know when I fought Volkanovski, I ran right, like I just dove to his right hand. So like, if you could ever get knocked out, that was it.
That was it. Yeah.
And I remember I got hit, and at the time I didn't realize it, but you know when you see a movie and we see like 3 things and then they come back.
yeah.
So like I got hit and I saw 3 of him and I was waiting for it to come back, and it just never did. And that's kind of when I was like, fuck, there's something wrong here.
Because that's all your momentum went into that.
Yeah, I was like, something's wrong here. Like, I think I detached my retina, or I don't know what's going on.
And that's what.
I tried to like,
Is that what broke the orbital?
yeah, I tried to get it back, and I just couldn't get it back.
Wow.
And then at that point, the whole fight was just any, mini, money, more. Like, which one of you 3 I hit?
Trying to hit
Yeah.
the one in the middle.
Yeah,
You're
and
fighting
it was
a
in the 3rd
concussion,
round
too.
too.
It was in the 3rd round.
Yeah, and that's when I even almost finished him, and it was a wild round.
Wow.
You want to get the run back with him?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
As a competitor,
Yeah, for
someone
sure.
who beats you, you always want to get that.
Want to get that
Yeah.
run back. Yeah. It's got to be tough when you know, like when you were right there and then an injury like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's sort of similar what happened to Pacquiao, but I mean he didn't get his orbital broke, but the knockout, like he
Against Marquez.
yeah, when he ran
you meet
right
him,
into
yeah.
that, and they were it supposedly Marquez was setting, like he had trained for that move. They were
Yeah.
anticipating that move. It took him 4 fights to figure that out. I mean, because he lost the 3
Yeah.
first ones, but like on the 4th one, he figured that move out, and he caught Manny coming forward and lights out. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts. I was there. I was in a house full of Filipinos too.
Oh man,
Oh man, it was quiet.
I bet it was.
And I was in there like, yeah, and everyone was like, motherfucker. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Because everybody thought he was just gonna beat him again. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And nah, not that one. He figured it out, and
Yeah,
it
he
was
got
a
it.
clean shot too.
Yeah, he was out cold. I never in my life seen Manny like that.
Yeah, no one. I mean, he looked dead for a second.
Yeah.
Like, hey, someone wake Manny up.
I think the worst part about fighting or doing things like that is after like the memes that come.
Yeah, because you
It's
know,
like everyone's like doing the Pacquiao, or everyone like,
yeah. Oh yeah,
fuck, the internet's fucking vicious.
it gets the W every time.
Yeah, it does.
It's
You cannot win, bro.
yeah.
That imagine that would just add like extra rage to like that. You want to run that back every time. Be like, man, got humiliated. I'm trying to get that rematch.
Hey, you know,
If you get memed,
Well, for different reasons, right? One, because your own personal competitor,
yeah.
and then 2, it's like, let me prove you motherfuckers wrong.
Yeah, everybody was
Watch.
trying to clown.
Yeah,
I mean, they'll make a meme of anybody. It doesn't
yeah.
matter.
But even if you win, they'll probably still.
at what
Yeah.
point is enough for like where a rivalry has to call it quits? Like after you get your ass beat, like what, twice? Like 2 out of 3?
I'm a hard-headed motherfucker, bro. And if we have a rivalry, that shit ain't over.
Hey, I mean, look at that. I mean,
You're gonna
look,
fuck me up 100 times. I'm gonna come back again.
hey, look at
Like,
so Marquez.
that's me.
Marquez lost to Pacquiao 3 times, and he went at him for a 4th time and finally got him. So it's like, yeah, you just
If you
gotta
don't
have
quit, man.
Don't
Yeah,
quit.
don't quit.
He had that non-quit spirit, and like he finally got over the hill. Right, that was the one hill that he couldn't get to the top of, and he finally conquered it, and that was awesome for him. Cause
Think about how satisfying that is to
Yeah.
your body, to your soul, to yourself.
yeah,
Knowing that you got humiliated 3 times, knowing that, you know, you go in there and you give it your best and everything, and all of a sudden it just doesn't happen.
do you think that bothers
Finally.
DC about John Jones?
Absolutely, has to.
I would think so too.
You know,
Because they
but,
had
you know, at the same time, maybe since he retired, there will have to be some peace with it. You know.
yeah. I mean, you're letting go
Yeah.
at that point, you know. But well, they were active, man.
Yeah, that was.
That was
I fought on their card where he got knocked out.
It-
On the 3rd one, I think, or the 2nd one.
yeah. I think
It was in right here at the Honda Center in
Yeah.
Anaheim.
Yeah.
2017.
Those were some pretty crazy fights, but yeah, I they definitely had hate for it. And I know that homie had to have had a hate for John Jones even more just because he could never get the best of him.
Yeah, bro. Think about it.
Yeah. I wonder if he thinks about coming out of retirement one more time to get a heavyweight fade.
I think he's doing good.
Yeah, he should stay.
He's doing good from what I see. He's commentating. He's up in there. He's doing
and he's great
analysis.
at that.
He's doing all that. If you can retire like him, yeah, like you were the champ. You got your money, everything, and then you still have, that environment where you're working, where you used to fight at. So you're still involved.
You're still there.
Yeah,
may not be in the ring.
A lot of people are not so fortunate.
Yeah.
And that's what I got a question for you. You made a comment a little bit earlier.
Oh, you're up there.
Yeah, actually, I was enthralled with the conversation. It was a great conversation. But now I do have a question.
Yeah.
You brought up a comment. You said possibly if the fight thing didn't work out, that you had other interests and things like that. What are those interests? Like now you're talking about retiring. What are your other interests later in life that you're looking forward to?
Back in the day, it was just slanging. To be honest with you, that was it. But now my other interest is just either running my own academy or my own training facility or managing fighters. Now that I know the business and how it works, my manager is actually one of the best managers right now, and I told him teach me the game. So he's put me on game with everything.
See, that's awesome because you can you could pass knowledge on like to up and coming fighters in terms of like the training and letting them know what it takes, showing them what it takes to be a champion, and then the business side of it, man, representing them and giving them good representation, man.
And then I want to try acting too.
Well, you've done acting,
but I want to give it an actual shot.
You want to get more into it.
Yeah, like I want to get more into it.
Like take a class or two and stuff.
Huh?
Like take a class or two and learn the business.
I did it without a class, but I know I should.
I thought
there's hit or misses. Some people say don't do it because it's when you do clean slate is better because it's just you, and then there's other people that tell you no. Like
I thought you did. I thought you did well
on the tax collector.
Yeah, on the tax collector.
Excellent.
That was dope.
It was fun. It was fun, man.
Yeah, I mean,
then you see the movie come out and everything, and you see what you did, and then you see how it's done, and I got admiration for how they get down there.
When you saw that, you felt like I could do this.
Yeah,
I feel like you could be a villain on Expendables, the franchise.
I would love to be anything.
Somebody's
Cobra Kai, man.
Yeah, or like one of the you could be a dude's brother.
He could be Cleese's. The homie's son.
Yeah, what is it? You could be his big brother, bro.
That too.
Yeah, like you'd be like, I didn't tell you about my other son.
I didn't tell you about my other son.
And that's a whole nother season, bro.
No, but you know what? It's important. Like what you said to yourself when you saw yourself do the first movie. Like when you saw the end piece and you're like, you know what? I could do this. That's everything.
I enjoyed it.
Because that's everything. Because you can. Like now, if you just apply the time and the efforts.
Yeah.
You could definitely do it because it's all about what you tell yourself. And if you say that I could do this, you could definitely do that.
Because at the end of the day, fighting is going to come to an end. And that's for everyone.
Yeah.
So what's my other outlets here that I enjoy doing? Because I always, and I'm always going to speak this into existence, I want to thrive off cheating life.
Yeah.
And that's just doing things that I love where I don't feel like I'm working.
Right.
Because right now, like I train every day, and had I not been in my job, like I would still do it all day, every day, and maybe have some sort of hustle, or something.
Just because you loved it, doing it so much.
Well, I love training. I love learning. I love just learning new stuff. I love being a student of the game.
Hey, do you think Jorge is gonna stay retired?
He's got a lot going on too. See, he's got his promotion. He's got tequila companies. He's doing well. He did well for himself.
And he was a street fighter.
He's just like I say, he's from Miami, East Coast. So when you look at him, you're like, all right, cool. I met him before. I go, all right, you with the business, and you did good for yourself.
Yeah.
You got your house. You got this. You got your money. You got your incomes, and you're just you're just laying it.
Yeah, he parlayed it into some different things.
Yeah.
What would you have, dog?
Smart.
It just depends, man.
No, I'm saying like if you could have it, would you have a tequila? You have your own, maybe your own weed.
I don't know, man. I've been teaming up with, or not teaming up, but I've been like good homies with like fucking the homie Triple OG with OG Rascal.
Yeah, yeah. That's the homie.
Yeah, with Triple and everything.
Yeah.
We've talked about. He's like, hey man, let's make the T City strand and this and that. And I was like, we'll see, man. Yeah.
In time, when you know it, you'll know when
There's
it's
just
the right
so many.
time.
There's just so many ways you can go. You know.
Yeah, and it's cool because you got opportunities coming at you.
And now it's just picking the right ones.
Yeah,
You could just have like that one sleep pill knocks you the fuck out.
Fuck.
Yeah, bro. Like it'd be like the THC pill at night.
I would need
CBD.
that shit my damn self, bro. Because I have a hard time going to sleep.
CBD, melatonin.
That shit has to
some
have THC,
CBN
bro.
though.
Oh, yeah.
The CBN is the good one.
Yeah.
No, RSO. Because he hits like RSO.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was
RSO.
RSO.
You don't know? Oh, dude.
Okay, so RSO.
Does it knock you out?
It's called Rick Simpson oil, but really it's a full spectrum hemp oil, whatever. And cancer patients take this. Like the doctors tell them they eventually want them to take 1,000 milligrams. But I think they take it in portions because if you took 1,000 milligrams of this, you wouldn't be able to do anything the whole day. We take RSO for sleep. Like I'll take it I've taken a lot, but like what I've learned is 250 milligrams for me is right.
Does it knock you out?
Yeah, it helps. Like because I used to be crazy insomniac, right?
So you gotta put me on game with that.
Yeah, so
Because if I tell you what I took last night just to go to sleep, you'd be like, what the fuck?
oh man, yeah, no. If you take RSO around 6, 7 o'clock, it'll hit you in like 2-3 hours, and then by the time 10, 11 hits, you're ready to go, and you just knock out. You have a full REM sleep. Because I sleep light, and I used to like go to sleep at 3, 4 in the morning most times and wake up early,
Early and just work all day.
yeah, bad sleep hours.
But I mean,
So I
We
flipped
gotta talk, bro.
Yeah, we gotta
You gotta put
talk.
me on
But
game.
you gotta also mention to him like it does get you high as fuck, bro.
It does
So
get
like
you-
you don't want to take like as much as you want to go to sleep. Don't take the whole syringe if you're not really.
Well, yeah, that's 1,000 milligrams.
Yeah, like
you don't
if
want to do that.
Like if you're like it's not working or whatever, like nah, bro, you got to build up to it because
Yeah.
it's literally the epitome of a concentrated form of this. So,
It's a strong form
Yeah.
of it, but it's meant to like heal you up, and but it gets you high. Like
You can get an
crazy.
anxiety attack.
You could.
That's
if you
the
take
problem
too
with
much.
me. I get anxiety attack.
no, that will shut
See
it down.
If you took
that down.
if you took a low dosage of
I gotta
it,
tell myself sometimes, like when I'm high or like, cause I don't really smoke, but I'll have an edible at night to go to sleep.
see, it's the equivalent of doing.
But even that is like, once you fight it, and then
yeah.
you're high, and then you fucking dive down these rabbit holes.
See, that's the thing. You can't
And I'm
fight
like,
it.
no, I figured this out. What the fuck? No.
You know what? If
And I start freaking out. I'm like, no, this can't be the real answer. Like, this can't be it.
Yeah.
yeah, you're having like lizard people thoughts. Huh?
Them goddamn
No,
rabbit
I'm
holes.
just having like shit, like just crazy fucking thoughts, man.
Hey man,
I gotta tell myself, snap out, stop.
Oh yeah, I've done that many a times. But like, if you take the right dosage at the right time, it'll hit you about when. Like, you gotta think, okay, what time is it? Do I go to sleep? And you take it about 4 to 5 hours before then, because it's gonna take about that time to hit. Once you start feeling sleepy and feeling heavy, go to sleep. Boom, you're good. But if you take a lot of it, it's gonna wake you up in your sleep.
RSO,
Really?
RSO is like a weighted blanket for your brain.
You'll go back to sleep, but it's gonna wake you up to let you know that it just hit.
Oh,
It's like knocking on the door, like, "Hey, I'm here, motherfucker." So adapt. That happened to me a couple times when I.
it takes.
What the hell was that for?
Need more cowbell.
Don't ever do that again.
It takes how long to hit?
Say what?
How long does it take to hit?
For the way we take it, what is it, like 3-4 hours, Bobo? Right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's
think,
the problem for me.
My thing was like 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah.
Trace, how long would you say for you?
It's about 3-hour window for me.
So like that's why we say you take it like
Like
about
at
6
10 o'clock at night.
No, I would say like, what time do you normally knock out?
I try to knock out like at midnight, but I end up knocking out like at 2, 3.
Okay, so that's the thing, right? You would take it at 7, and
but I'm training at 8.
okay, so you could take it after your training, like after
That's
you
the
finish.
thing. Like I'm training like at 7:30, and I won't be done till like 10.
Okay, so then you just take a lower dosage,
Right.
Instead of taking like 250 milligrams of it, you would take 100.
You're telling him to take it before the workout?
No, after.
Yeah.
You cannot take it before. You won't want to work out. You'll be like,
Yeah.
oh man, fuck this shit. Out of here.
No, I think you gotta start off slow and probably at night
Lower dosage.
and just build up to there. Be like, after a certain amount of like time goes by and then you actually start feeling it. You start feeling it out till you actually feel an effect. Where because your metabolism, everybody's metabolism is different, so it's gonna hit you different at a different time. It's gonna last different for you, so you gotta experiment with it. But if you're really having trouble sleeping, I think this could be a very positive answer to that problem.
For sure, because I used to wake up for every goddamn thing, but when I
wake up, like 3-4 times a night.
Same here. When I don't do the RSO,
I never pictured you for that.
Yeah, I'll wake up fast. I'll go back to sleep, but it ain't a full sleep because I'll be thinking. You know what I mean? Like
you're like light sleeping and you're thinking. You're still like fucking figuring shit out, but yet you're asleep.
Right. Man.
And you wake up kind of like arguing or fucking still talking about some shit.
Right. The RSO helped me to like not do that because like you don't get to your full sleep if you're thinking so much when your mind is working and your eyes are closed and you are asleep but you're not.
Yeah.
Your mind didn't shut off. Everything else did, but your mind.
Yeah, my mind don't shut up.
Yeah. That the fucking RSO will help you go into sleep mode for sure.
All right, we gotta.
That's probably gonna be the only thing that can knock you out, bro.
Yeah,
I've done. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I've done some crazy shit, bro. Like I remember one time, like I used to take like 2-3 melatonins and then pop fucking like and then 2-3 Xanax or no the Oxycontin.
Damn, you must have felt real groggy.
And then get the fucking the gummies, two of them.
Oh yeah, you probably need
but
like.
Then I'm just. And then I still don't go to sleep. I'm just like.
Did the melatonin work at all?
Nothing.
No.
Yeah.
The RSO.
I tried a lot of things, man.
I think if you had like
one thing that did put me out was like pills, But you don't want to do that.
You don't do that.
No, that
shit fucks with your organs.
Yeah.
But the RSO could do that. Like if you needed a higher dosage, and it sounds like you probably would. That shit'll do the trick for sure.
I need to try that.
Hell yeah.
I thought he was going to say something. He's like, horse tranquilizer knocked me out.
Oh, man.
Bro, if I can get it, fuck, I'll take it.
Nah, you don't need to go that far, dog.
Word up. I know we're working on limited time because you got to go do some other stuff.
I'm chilling, bro. Yeah.
Oh, you're good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling, bro.
All right. Well, then it's time. Bolton, let's go.
Yeah.
Time for submissions. 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 Time for submissions.
All right, we got a bunch of submissions in today. Shout out to Trace and Snacks for stepping up in here tonight, for helping us out.
Word.
First one of the day here, we got Jason up in here with a little bit of chicken again. Sent this in yesterday as well.
Okay. All right.
It's a little bit too burnt, but I'll still eat it.
Says he uses meat church gospel rub seasoning, and his sauce is tossed in fermented honey and garlic.
Did he say gospel rub?
Yep, meat church gospel rub. That's what it's called.
Meat church gospel rub. That's
it's blessed or what?
Wow. That's a holy chicken, bro.
Right. That's a holy chicken. That's right.
And next up in here, we got J-Max C. We were talking, Pedro says he wants to eat like food out of a pineapple, so J-Max C said he whipped this up for Pedro.
Oh, shit.
A little jerk chicken in the pineapple boat.
Okay.
I like the effort.
Bobo, you on Sleep Saver over there?
I like the effort.
Bobo, you on Screensaver? Bobo's screen saving right now.
Is he asleep?
Yeah. I think he's in the portal.
He takes some RSO.
Achoo!
Does he do this on tour?
No. He's right next.
Just randomly knocked out.
He just came out of the portal, Bobo. All right. It's all right. I'll look out for you. I'm your anchor.
I'm here.
That looks delicious, though.
Yeah, you guys would eat this, right?
I think I would.
I'd tear it up.
Yeah.
I would try it.
I feel like he had to dig out more pineapple.
A little bit.
Yeah, what I mean, I'm not trying to be a food critic and shit, but like maybe he had
just
like,
a little touch more.
A little touch on the right. He has a little bit too much wall going on,
But I love the idea, and it looks good. I would still have it.
Too much wall.
Too much wall. All right. Too much pineapple wall. Let's
Pineapple
go.
drywall, dude.
And we got Red Boy up in here with a little bit of tri-tip, asparagus, and potatoes with a little cheese and bacon.
Look at this.
Bomb.
That seems pretty healthy. Got a nice white plate there. You
Could
know
have
what I'm
had
saying?
more meat, less potato.
All right, that's healthy.
Yeah.
Looks like
That's
my dinners.
a balanced plate.
Yeah.
That's a lot of asparagus.
That's gonna be
Yeah,
a
bro.
funky ass piss,
You gonna
bro.
have-
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah, you're gonna wow.
Funky pee-pee.
What else does asparagus do?
It's I forget.
Does
Lot of iron.
Does
There's
it
the-
produce more of the milk or no?
That I don't know. I heard pistachios does that.
Wow.
Pistachios, bro. Load builders.
Load builders.
Funny, that's on the Cypress Hill Rider, pistachio nuts. Just saying. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Wow.
We know who it's for.
Damn.
And we got Tree.
Wow.
We got Tree up in here saying had a little breakfast at Breakfast Republic this past weekend. It's pretty bomb.
La Brea, that French place. It's pretty cool, but that's not worth.
That's cool.
It's not worth. What is it? Waiting around the corner for fucking 2 hours.
Oh, it's like a really long line every time you
Hell
go.
yeah, bro! It is the most like overhyped place. Not
You're exaggerating 2 hours, or you?
No, I'm serious, bro. That shit goes around
The lines be fucked up.
on La Brea. Unless you're there at opening time.
You got to be there early.
Yeah.
Because the food's that good, or is it just like
That's what they say.
It got a good rant. You know what I mean? Like it got a
you
good.
know, you know, some places they say some, but it's just hype, and everyone just
But
wants.
I think until you go try it, you'll end up knowing like the difference. But then after
you wait
trying
2
so many
hours?
places, you'll know. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you'll know that some places get like a good good look,
Yeah.
but the quality is just good. And then there's some places don't get the good look, but the food is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right.
That's
Yeah.
true too.
The food game be like that.
Yeah.
It just depends who puts the stamp on it. I think somebody that was probably really popular went down there and thought it was great and put the stamp on it, so everybody else had to have it because they, heard so and so talking about it.
Yeah, just because they saw 3 TikToks on it. Like, come on, man.
Well, good for them.
But good for them. They're doing business.
Yeah, they are.
That's not bad.
And we got GDP Smoke up in here saying Be Real live in Phoenix on Saturday night.
All right, let's not get flagged. Get flagged for our own songs and shit.
I like what you're wearing up there, though.
That's crazy that
You know how I do.
they flag for your own songs.
It's just a light.
I get it.
And we got Red Eyes Always up in here. He's saying he got kicked out of the Dodger Stadium the other night
Oh my
because he
God.
smelled like weed and he was swearing.
Just because he smelled like weed, huh?
How much did he pay you for this, Colton?
He just sent it in.
Oh shit.
Profanity, and I can smell the weed on you.
Big deal.
Like
You're,
that I can smell.
you're in California.
Like 2 hours ago?
I don't know if it's 2 hours ago.
Okay, but what that
I
mean?
smell the weed, so that's not tolerated here. For
What?
2 reasons.
Because I smell like weed?
Yeah, you smell like weed.
Bro, you know how many people are smell like weed
I
in the
smell
stadium?
one guy with weed right now. That's you.
Oh, he's
So
full
listen.
of shit.
Yeah, Mo.
That's
Yeah.
horrible.
Wow.
Dodger
Well,
Stadium.
if
I didn't
that-
know you had some Nazi motherfuckers over there.
If that was the case, they would have thrown Trace and I on our ass.
Yeah.
Last
Yesterday,
night. Last night.
I
Oh,
didn't know.
what all that's about.
I didn't know the Dodger organization was owned by China.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was that's
wow.
That, okay. Well, that was all right.
All right. That came out of left field.
Yeah, that's over there. I don't think it's the organization. I think it's their security team.
Yeah, I think it was just that guy.
Maybe it was that
I think
guy.
he just had a power
It
trip.
was that guy.
Yeah. Guys in his position power trip a lot, and they give the organization a bad name because the Dodgers see that they're not like making a big deal. You know how many stoners are in Dodger Stadium
Yeah.
for every game, smelling like weed before they come
Be
in.
real,
Half the stadium.
Probably 90% of the fucking stadium.
Be real, you know what I could tell him?
No.
Is that he should probably become a LAFC fan because LAFC welcomes all you motherfuckers. You could even join 42 Originals and smell like weed all you want. I'm not saying smoke in the stadium, but you can smell all you want. You ain't going to get kicked out. And support a team that brought a cup last year. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
at LA Galaxy.
Well, the Dodgers won a World Series not long ago, Chief. You check that tone, baby.
I'm sorry, they didn't. The LAFC didn't win the COVID Cup. You know.
What?
Oh.
You know what?
That pissed me off.
I'm gonna have mute your mic in a second, bro. Don't be taking away World Series championships from the Lakers nor the Dodgers.
I did not mention
Yes,
the Lakers
you
at all.
you might as well have.
This is the one time I left them
Son,
out
you're
of
out of line. Don't make me have Brian talk to you behind the curtain.
Dude, he can. I'll piss blood if he punches me, dude.
I know you will. We won't laugh. We won't laugh.
And we got Neo the One,
How about-
1981, saying my favorite T-shirt just because it's my favorite album. Little Temples of Boom.
That is a good shirt.
Nice.
I like your style, dude.
We got Roland up in here saying just kicking it on the subway, chilling.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
I could see Bobo wearing those boots
No, you
playing
can't.
drums real quick.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
They have them in yellow.
Not at all.
They got him in Bobo size.
No.
No,
That's more Lord.
that's Lord. Aw, that's unfair. He's not here to defend himself.
That's more Lord. He did Lord.
The Mega
Praise
Man.
some jeans and some spiked belt. Some big ass boots.
Some them big ass boots.
Yeah.
All right. Those, I don't know why.
Big
Like
ups.
why people were fucking with those boots. It's ridiculous.
How
Some that
much
look
are they?
different.
They're expensive too, aren't they?
Yeah.
250, I think, retail, and then the
Come on.
resale value goes up through the roof.
So if somebody came in here wearing them boots like that,
Hey, to each his, man. I'm not gonna tell him that. Hey, man, you gotta take those boots off, man.
you would clown them though.
Yeah.
Especially if they worked here.
If I walk in here,
Oh,
with
if
them,
they worked here,
If they
yeah, of
worked
course
here.
I would clown them for
I
sure.
should have showed up in them.
If I sold,
Get them every day.
that would have been great.
Every chance you got.
Like if I saw Bolton walking with those shoes, oh yeah, we're giving it to Bolton.
I'd wear those.
I would wear those too, Colton.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what's up.
I would be jumping from the stairs, like, check out this Mario jump.
Break your damn knees.
Yo, man. The
No,
day
they
you,
look like the Mega Man.
Yeah,
you
bro, I would be
wear
doing all kinds of animated shit around the studio.
He's gonna jump from the top step and hurt himself. I thought they were padded.
oh man, the day you wear those boots, take the metro.
Take the metro.
Take the metro down.
Oh man,
Gonna
that
get hella dirty.
yeah, you don't want to ride those. If you want to keep it fresh,
I would not drive with them though. I seen a video of somebody crashing a car trying to drive with them. Yeah, and I was like, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, I can't drive to work because I got to put them on at my office and just put them.
Yeah, that if you're gonna take those, you got to put those on the side and put them on right before you get out your car. Those ain't gonna fit right there to be like hitting the gas and
Gas
brake.
and the brake at the same time.
Gonna be driving with both feet, son.
That's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, nah.
And we got Roland up in here, and he's saying he's kicking it with the Houston's own hydraulic Ambrosia King, Shorty of Shorty's Hydraulics.
Yeah.
Shorty, he's a legend in the game.
He is the Brosha King too. That's
Damn.
serious Brosha right there.
That's a very serious brosha.
That makes me look like a little mini Brosha.
He looks like he got extensions in the brosha. That's so.
Would you consider going that route?
Negative, sir.
Well, that is a lot.
That's a lot to keep right there, bro.
A lot.
You think it would be hard to, with a beard like that to wrap through it,
Yeah, well, to wrap through it. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
if my beard was that long, how would I wrap it?
Well, you have a filter.
Oh, you would just get the wavy beard. It would just be doing this every time you opened your
You
mouth.
gotta put it in cornrows.
Yeah, cornroll it. Yeah.
My homie Mike Beltran, he's a referee.
Yeah, Mike Beltran. Yeah.
his fucking thing goes all the way down to like to his knees before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sometimes puts the double.
Yeah, that's what he puts a double.
Yeah.
He was
That's right.
He was pissed off because they make him in the UFC. They have.
He has to tuck
he has
it
to
now?
Tuck him. So he was pissed about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have to tuck him before. That's
Bitch said
recent.
if you want to show up and be the ref at the UFC events, he goes, you got to tuck him.
Wow. I guess it could be distracting for a fighter if he gets too close, right?
Nah, I don't know. I think it's just
Or they're
make
just-
it look uniform,
Yeah, I get it.
Make it look right.
Yeah. Word up. Salute to Mike Beltran, man.
And we got Dean Jones up in here asking, has the table heard Metallica's new album because it's fire?
I've heard it.
I haven't heard it.
Any thoughts, Bobo?
There's a couple cool cuts on there. There's some cool cuts. It sounds strong. Lars sounds good on there.
How old are they now?
They're in their late 50s, probably.
I think it's better than that Saint Anger album. That's for sure.
Anything's better than that.
You know.
He said anything's better than that.
Is that the one where they were
Yeah.
in prison?
Yeah.
That prison intro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even I know that wasn't that great.
You know,
That was a reach.
You guys are harsh, man.
You like that album?
Yeah, I did. I'm like, man, dude, come on, give it a break, man. Just 20 years ago, man. That's a good album.
Give it another listen.
Every band has an album that certain like people don't fuck with. They may fuck with everything else you got, but there's the one album. I mean, we even have that, but it's subjectable to whatever fan. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Well, I plan to give it a listen to maybe on the way home tonight.
I think it sounds good.
sounds good.
Good job.
Good job. Well,
we-
it's Metallica.
They don't make bad records.
They kick ass.
And we got one happy mama saying, "Happy Hump Day, fellas! Smoking on some apple Skittles today."
That looks fire.
That looks good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you normally train to, Brian? When you're in the studio, when you're training, what type of music you like listening to?
It depends on the mood, bro. Like if I'm lifting or if I'm boxing, it's all about the vibe. But I've been told I'm in like some weird shit. Like I'll be training, trying to like murder the bag and everything, but I'll be like to some lowrider oldies.
Yeah, hey,
And everyone's
that's
like,
that's
know,
like
some
that old
Mary,
gangster
you
shit.
know, some Mary Wells and shit while
Yeah.
you're fucking boxing. Or it depends. Like if I want to upbeat it, then I'll do some EDM. Or if I'm lifting weights, rap. It just
different
depend- yeah,
moods on the.
Yeah. It depends. Sometimes you want to push yourself more, so you want a little like some faster music. You know.
Yeah.
How
Aggressive shit.
How
Yeah.
important is the music for you, though? I mean, do you think you'd have the same effect if you trained without music?
No, I feel like music is for at least for me as an athlete is like a crowd.
Yeah.
Right? When the crowd starts cheering for you, you get amped up and you want to give it more. So when the song hits you, I could have hit this bag at like 80%, and I would have been good after like when it came down to rest. But this song did something in me, and now I'm hitting it 100%, and I'm tired, and I'm still going. And now like I dig down and I hit some roots, and I yanked on them, and it gave me like a different fucking feel. And by the time it's over, you're just like, you're exhausted. And it's like, all right, I know I left it all in there right now this round, thanks to this song.
So the music is like,
it did something to me right now.
so the music is like a motivation.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what's up, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's always good to have, to be able to do everything, but, same thing. You have, imagine when you perform and the crowd was just fucking insane. It's that energy, right? It gives you, at least for me, it motivates me to do better.
Gives you
to
that
go
vibe.
harder, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what music does. Puts me in a good spirit, good happy mood,
That's what's up.
or like a driven mood.
That's what's up.
I could dig that. For real.
And we got Space High up in here saying, "Would love to see AWACS on the Smoke Box or on the podcast."
Word. Yeah. Got to get them on.
Shout to AWACS. And we got Jason up in here saying, "Super proud to catch this couple that has been around my house since we moved here 3 years ago. Finally got a picture of snacks."
Moving.
He doing a lot.
He's out there.
He's hunting.
He's hunting.
He's on the hunt.
I don't know if he's hunting for some ladies or
That's bring your puppy inside the house shit. And things.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I had a little Chihuahua, and there was like one of those outside, and I was like, I just sat there and I was like, I wonder if this fucking thing will go for it.
Did he try?
Nah, I was close by him, just in case.
Yeah,
But I was definitely curious. I was like,
Yeah, in some of the canyon areas, man, people with little dogs, man, they get their dogs snatched up by the hawks left and right. If they leave it out unattended. Never when they're out there, because I think the hawks could see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like when they're unattended, they come in and swoop.
you know what? Yeah, I heard stories.
Yeah. I've yet to see it, but like a
I
couple.
thought it was gonna happen not that long ago, because they went outside and then the hawk went right by the tree, and I saw the dog and I saw the hawk in the tree, and I was like, no. I was like,
Yeah.
Hey, maybe if you were in the crib five more minutes, bro, you'd
Yeah.
come back. That dog's gone.
That hawk saw you.
yeah.
We got this one sent in by Eric Bobo. A little training action here.
Bring it.
Oh man, what kind of training is this? God damn.
Those are.
You think they're fake?
Those are fake ass weights. Those are not real.
That'd be some shit if they were though.
That's Bobo in the gym.
That's Bobo in the gym.
That's Bobo in the gym, man.
I pump you up.
Bobo,
you up.
what's that black shit around your head, Bobo? What is that? Like a little dragon or something.
You know, the last dragon. You know what I mean? One little thing.
What is that?
You know.
It's not a good look, man. Not in the gym.
Damn.
Is he on a machine or is he free weighting that?
That's
That
free
looks
weight.
like free weight.
Yeah, that's a free weight.
Damn.
People are watching him like, bro, slow down. You know, what are you doing?
Look at homeboy in the corner over there. Look in the far right corner.
That fool just chilling out.
Just chilling, dude.
They all are. Look at him.
Look, see him? He's like, I ain't doing that shit.
That fool like he's afraid to walk in the building.
As it starts to pan, you just see more people just standing there. It's like looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Hey, but that fool does look ripped though.
He does look ripped.
That fool looks solid.
This is how you do it.
He's stunting on all those boys, man.
Yeah, he says to separate some men from the boys.
Imagine he lets that go though.
He's insane.
Oh, he could throw that across the room at one of these motherfuckers, man. Yeah.
Sciatica.
Damn. Sciatica. Sciatica for Bobo.
For real.
One order of sciatica for Bobo, please.
Yeah, that shit made my back hurt.
I'm telling you, man.
For real.
Well, Bobo's next submission might make your head hurt. He sent this one in as well. Describe this training.
Why?
I mean,
what the fuck?
What?
I mean,
Damn, what the hell?
That's called chin strengthening.
It's called
Look at that.
brain damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dumbass.
It's called I'm letting my homie take advantage of me right Oh,
He's
man.
like, let
Stand
me,
right
let,
here
let me
for a
learn to
minute.
find the chin, bro. Just stand still.
Okay.
How come
this
his
that?
friend looks like he's enjoying that a bit too much?
He's like, is this how you do it, bro?
Well, look at that. I was like,
Thank
come on.
you, sir. Can I have another?
I agree to like getting hit in the body, you know, a little bit of toughen up, but not your face.
Not like that.
Oh, that one right there.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
pop, 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 pop.
Oh, shit.
You saw that combination.
Oh, man.
That fool's hands are just fucking
This-
down stiff too. He's
This
just
is a
taking
good friend
them.
right here. He's a good friend to be taking these shots.
Oh, that's a dumb friend.
No. Oh, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, I want you to work on your combinations. Go ahead. You know, just
And they take him out for, you know,
Is he wearing a
for
collared
burgers
shirt,
after,
too?
take him to McDonald's afterwards.
oh, man.
Look at that shit.
That was a good one. That was a good one. But that combo.
Oh, man. Oh, man. That's too much.
You peppered him.
You peppered him the fuck up with that.
He's going
Yeah.
peppered up right there.
All right, let's go eat.
Let's go eat now.
Gospels.
Motherfucker ain't gonna be able to eat.
Are we still friends?
I say, yo,
Oh, man, no.
Nah.
I don't want to be part of that class.
Yeah, no.
Teaching that.
This does what for me now? All right.
I don't know.
Okay, you guys were talking about the hawk earlier, but how about the hawk picking up a child? Still trying to see if this is real or not.
Yep, that's real.
Is it real?
Yep,
That's
I
a
was
big
there.
ass hawk.
Look
boy.
at that wingspan right there.
So full of shit, son.
Yep,
So full of shit.
I was there that day.
This sounds right.
I don't know. Is it real?
Yeah, it seems
Yeah,
like
it is.
I hope it's
You
not.
gotta have like the LAFC hawk do it with the voluntary baby.
Those things.
At the
Okay.
game.
Those hawks could like.
Imagine that shit took your child, bro. Like the
Those hawks could like carry like coyotes and goats and.
no, but imagine you as a parent, like
Oh, yeah.
Well, homie did.
like how like
homie did.
Oh, yeah, you'd be
I lost my child, a hawk took it.
I hope I had.
Yeah, you'd be
Watching it.
How
fucked
do you, you
up.
know what I'm saying? Like you'd be fucked up,
But the
bro.
homie didn't notice until the bird had it airborne. You know.
You wouldn't be the same.
Hell no.
You wouldn't be the same. You'd
fuck
always
yeah, bro.
carry that.
The bird is stealth, Holmes. That's why.
I'll probably buy a pellet gun
Then
and just shoot every bird.
Just fucking go out looking out for hawks.
It's just I just started
That
a war
wing-
with you guys now. Fuck
That
that.
wingspan is a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Big son bitch.
Eagles are one of my favorite birds too.
Those get big, boys.
Eagles?
Eagles, yeah.
Yeah, I love eagles.
Yeah.
How would you guys like taking a picture on this rock?
I wouldn't like taking a picture on that rock.
Nah. I'm good.
No.
She's tripping, man.
In the realms of things I won't do, this is one.
Let's say that shit is stuck. Imagine you just fucking slip.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for a picture.
I mean, it is.
Like, I
it is-
fucking died just trying to take a photo right now.
It is
So
a
I can
rock.
Look cool.
You could totally slip on a fucking rock.
No.
Yeah.
I'd have someone like tie something to my waist.
Fuck the gram.
You know, on her way down, she would have known.
Fuck the grass.
It was at that moment.
It was at that moment.
It was that moment.
Because that shit look like it goes down, like it's slippery.
At any moment, that shit could slip down. You know, you don't know.
Imagine if it rained or something.
The shoes you're wearing are important.
For real. Life or death.
Nah.
I wouldn't want to move after I got there. I'd be like, I am stuck here. Y'all need to
Yeah.
figure out how to get me back
Just
over
don't
there.
look down.
Yeah, you can't look down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll pass on that one. I watch when you guys do it though.
I would not do this.
Oh.
You wouldn't be watching me do it.
This would
I'm
not
talking
be
shit, but I'll probably do it just for the adrenaline.
I don't need that.
Just hit that adrenaline.
I don't need that.
Yeah, man.
I don't need that in my life.
And we got this one sent in. Sometimes I like to use my empty liquor bottles as water bottles just to keep my neighbors guessing.
Say, how you doing, Bill? Yeah, I'm just hanging. You want a swig?
I like that.
It's not a bad idea, though. It's like a good looking bottle.
Put some iced tea in a whiskey bottle and go freak your neighbors out. Just go down the shit out of it.
Or just drive down and see when you get pulled over.
Out there mowing the lawn with a bottle in your hand, you know what I'm saying? Just, morning.
Cop asked you, so you're drinking, huh? It's iced tea.
And we got this sent in. Window cleaners at the World Trade Center in 1979.
No, mommy.
Nah.
No fucking way.
Nah, fam.
Damn.
How much do you get paid?
Them windows going
They get paid a lot.
Yeah.
But
stay
still.
dirty. They will be dirty.
That's a lot of money to do that.
Yeah, that's they.
But how secure is it, though? I never heard of people dying like that.
Well, they have like lines that secure that cart that go up and down. But I mean, you got to really trust that.
That looks flimsy though, man. Like
Because you got to
does.
be harnessed, right?
that
Yeah.
one looks flimsy. Like I remember when I was staying in Japan, they do it once a week, and they just showed up randomly, but they were secured on that one. They looked like if they fell, they were like strapped up.
Yeah,
These dudes
that-
looked like a little bit of wind.
That looks flimsy. Yeah.
That was way back in the day. Or that was what did they say the date was there?
70 something?
79.
79.
79?
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine they got better rigs now
I was
for
going to
that.
say, yeah.
But think about it, man. They were working with practically nothing.
But you even see, even like in the 1920s, 30s, like they were walking on the steel beams with no harness,
With no
nothing, with
harness.
tools,
Yeah.
carrying
Like,
shit.
no
life
fear.
insurance.
How many people?
Again.
How many people did they lose like that? That were like they were fearless,
I
but
don't know, man. I bet you put someone up there, they won't do something stupid to die.
yeah,
Yeah,
no.
not as many as you think,
But like a
You know,
strong wind.
but enough.
but enough to be like, that's a dangerous job.
There's bodies in the foundation of some of these
a
buildings.
strong wind, if you're walking up there and you're not harnessed in, could just like, that'll be it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got
Take
the
it down.
names
Or-
of all the people on the Golden Gate Bridge when they were building that back in the early 1900s. Like I think like 40 people passed away building that bridge. So,
Wow.
Yeah, so
That's crazy.
crazy conditions.
You know
like
what else
said.
is crazy? Is you just snacks his hat off his head. He took that personal.
Wow. You give it, damn, you're giving no fucks about the DeAndre.
Snacks is like, who is this guy? Next.
And tomorrow we got a 420 event at Dr. Greenthumb starting at 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 40% off the entire store. There's going to be vendors, food, music, so go check it out. And we got Dogface showing up from 2 p.m. to 3.
That's what's up.
Representing.
And that seems to be it for submissions.
Word up, man. We want to thank you for the submissions. Keep them coming to brealtvcontest@gmail.com, and we will put them on You already know this. Now we're going to open up the doors to the Insane Asylum. That means y'all in the live chat for the first timers. So if you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion, we want to hear it. But before we do that, if you haven't smashed that like yet, go ahead and smash it. Take the time right now, because I know you're stoners. You might forget before you leave. Smash that shit right now. Subscribe. Share the show out to your friends. Tell their friends to tell their other friends. And let them know. And subscribe to the channel. Crack the all notification bell so you can get down with all the content we're dropping. We got another smoke box coming this week. Get ready for it. And I'm going to pop this read off before we go in there. Tough Mama is an award-winning brand that creates infused hemp cone blunts and edible beverages called YOLO shots. Tough Mama blunts they burn slow, even, and never run. You know what I'm saying? The YOLO shots are a 100 milligram beverage that comes in a 2-ounce bottle, similar to a 5-hour energy drink. It'll keep you pumped. All right, YOLO shots use a proprietary Beeline nano emulsion technology, which results in rapid onset of 5 to 15 minutes. This gives you the ability to drink every 15 minutes without worrying if you took too much. Great for extending the high from your smoke or safely introducing yourself to edibles. All right, Tough Mama. Get with it. All right, now let's open the doors.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
All right, let's do this. We got How's That Blunt up in here asking Brian, how do you take care of your mental health?
Fuck. That's a good one.
He fights.
Yeah. Nah, it just depends, honestly. Mental health depends on what's going on in your life, what's broken you down. In my life, I think it's always been just being strong. That's it. Only like the strong survive. And you have to train yourself and you have to train your mind and you got to get yourself out of dark places and have good people around you, like a good support system just to help you get through it, you know? And I feel like those situations you find out who's really there for you and who's not. But you just have to be tough as fuck, you know, and realize that pain and all this, they're just emotions, you know, and emotions eventually leave and all this. You know, there is a time frame on all this hardship that we all have in our lives. And you just got to weather the storm. So just buckle down and just take it day by day, you know, and do things to make yourself better so you feel better.
Do you meditate at all?
No.
That'd be a good thing to try sometimes, man. That shit helps you clear your mind. It's crazy because like when they told me about it, I was like, oh, how's that gonna help me? You know, and then eventually I started doing it, and I snapped into it. So when my mind is the busiest, and it's too many thoughts running through my head, I'll go meditate and like just clear it out.
Okay.
And that helps definitely.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah. Some RSO and meditation, baby. It works.
RSO.
That's right. All right.
And next up in here, let's see. We got STL Batman saying the show needs a snacks and Bobo calendar, LOL.
Yeah.
And he's also saying, hey, T-City, when you getting your revenge on Volkanovski?
Hopefully so, man. I got to get my ass back in there in summer. So once I get in there in summer, find an opponent, do some work, and get my callbacks on everyone who I got to run it back with.
Yeah, people can't wait for that run back. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
And we got the Inner Realm saying Latin Lingo 2023, you say? Fire.
Word up. Thank you.
And we got Jang Jog asking, does Brian have any good stories from when he trained Halle Berry in MMA?
Mm-mm.
No good stories. Was she able to get it? Like, you know how like when actors
no, but like we didn't really train.
Oh, you didn't really train?
No, yeah.
They just said that.
Yeah, we were trying to set it up, but it just never happened.
Did anybody end up training her?
She has a guy named Peter that I remember. He came over to my house. We're hanging out a couple times. He was cool.
Did he have any MMA experience?
Somewhat, yeah.
Somewhat?
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was, yeah, it just never happened.
Uh,
Yeah, I seen her at the fights. We'd hang out over there and talk and chop it up.
that would have been cool to see.
But that I actually got there and got the trainer, I didn't.
That would have been cool if you had gotten to do that.
I wanted to, but the thing was like I would have to drive all the way to where she was at, train, while I was in a training
Oh, you
camp
were doing
for
a
a
camp.
fight. So I just didn't have time.
Ah,
It was just like, man, this is dope, and I'm honored that I could go in here and show you some dope techniques and stuff, and maybe make you fall in love with the art.
yeah.
But I got all this going on right now, like I can't.
Yeah.
Like the timing just sucks.
Yeah, you had to focus on your fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got Kale up in here asking Brian, what do you like to do when you're not working out or fighting? What are your hobbies?
Man, I like to skate, surf, be outdoors, play video games. Something that's gonna keep me active.
Do you ever stream video games?
No.
You ever like see yourself getting into that or not?
Honestly, I just got into Fortnite because of my son.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I've been on that shit every day now.
That stuff's addicting.
I got addicted to that shit.
And we got Ra up in here asking, who is the hardest opponent to fight in your camp for training?
Who's the fightest? What do you mean?
Who is the hardest opponent to fight in your camp for training?
Oh, like in my people?
Yep.
Yeah.
It depends, man. It depends on the art. Like someone who whooped my ass every day was Kevin, man, the Soul Assassin. He whooped my ass every day. Like
He made sure he worked hard.
yeah, there was I would walk in there and just get beat up every day.
But that helps
And but that helped.
because you learn
Yeah.
the mistakes you're making and get beat by a guy like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it definitely was a high level. Juan Archuleta, he's gonna fight in Japan next week. He's actually leaving. I might go over there with him, but he's one of the hardest guys to go. He was the Bellator champ. I just trained with Aljamain Sterling and Marab the other day. Those guys were tough. So finding these hard, high level guys is hard because usually we're all
Training
different
for a
places.
fight,
Yeah, but so far those are the guys who've given me some of the hardest times.
That's
And
dope.
Shout to Sassy Stoner Mom. Thank you so much for your super chat. And we got Shanti Robert up in here saying, hey, Brian and all, ever thought about trying energy healing for relief for anxiety and depression?
What's that?
They're calling it Reiki.
It's Reiki.
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 Anyone know what that is?
Yeah, it's like an ancient, like an Asian form of like I don't know. It's
Energy
weird.
healing.
Energy healing. Yeah, it's not like Tai Chi and it involves a lot of sand.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But do you have to take something or just
No,
do action?
It's like more or less on meditation and stuff like that.
I'll be down to try it.
Yeah, they like it's almost like you're gonna get a massage, but you're not. You know, you're on the table and they push the energy towards you and stuff like that to heal certain points and stuff.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind trying that.
Yeah. I hear a lot of good things about that. I haven't tried it yet, but it's one of the things that I've been wanting to try.
Yeah, I want to try that. That sounds good.
Reiki.
And we got T. Perez up in here saying, Sendog, what the hell are the Raiders doing out there?
What the hell are the Raiders doing out there?
The Brosha needs to be the new head coach for the Raiders.
You know what? He would be a great head coach.
Tell him, bro. Jack.
Yeah, well, I would also like to say that the Raiders suck right now.
How
honest.
fucking dare you? How fucking dare you?
That's honest.
Call it like I see it. I just call it like I see it, man. No one could ever doubt my loyalty. I've been with that team for years, and I've bought more merch than anybody on the planet from that team. And I don't like it's out there right now. So
That's honest.
And as far as a head coach, it's more difficult than what people might think to be a head coach in football. Then it's just blame it all on the head coach. But that coach has 53 personalities that he's got to deal with on that squad. and 53 different angers and temperaments and all that stuff. Not to
Egos.
mention the assistant coaches. If you're not one of those Bill Belichick dudes,
it'll eat you up.
Yeah, because you look at Belichick, man. He's been there a pile of years, and all these other coaches go 2-3 years and they're done or whatever. They're out, next job. So it's harder than what you think. Although people do hire good coaches, but yeah, let's not dwell on that.
Okay, I'm not dwelling.
There's a new
on that.
season coming up, and they're gonna win.
They got a beautiful stadium.
Hey, Trace.
Stadium is great.
Yeah,
Aren't you a 49ers fan?
I mean,
No.
both.
Then
No.
what is he then?
He's a Raider fan.
I'm a Raider, and I'm from the Bay. I like both teams.
Okay, I thought he was a Niners fan, and I was gonna say, what's with this outrage?
Oh no, I'm a Raider fan. We go to the games, Sen and I together out there. So he's stressed out about it. This guy takes it to the next level. He's so pissed. Like when we're going through the parking lot and they lose, he's so pissed. So pissed.
Probably because I just lost $5,000 on the fucking game. That's
True,
why I'm
true.
so fucking.
Bet on them?
A side note, AB. Last night we were at the Dodger game, Sen and I, and something happened to Sen last night. Last week we were on the show, and a question had been asked to him what bothers him when fans would come up to him. Well, last night it happened. A fan put his dick on his shoulder last night.
What?
Yes.
What?
Fan,
Wait.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like a real dick?
So check it out. So we're at the table.
He didn't say it right.
We were
Hold up.
We were in the club level, so we were eating like at a bar stools,
Right.
and this guy comes up. Sen is literally putting a hot dog in his mouth, and this dude comes up and straight hugs Sen over the top, Cypress Hill, and he's just giving him this hell. And I look down. And his dick is like up on Sen's shoulder, and Sen is like, and he's like, it was the funniest shit ever. And I was like, he just put his dick on your shoulder.
Like a little parrot dick.
Put your dick on my shoulder.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm lying, Sen.
Whisper in my ear.
Oh man, that's not a
Said
good
it all
whistle.
wrong.
Assaulted. I told it just like it happened.
The story goes, okay. I gotta back it up.
Well,
now,
that's one
'cause I kinda
perspective.
feel
That's
like
one
freaking-
perspective.
but yeah.
Perspective one.
What's the other side of the coin?
Okay, this is a two-sided story. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Years ago, I was somewhere with a few friends, and George Clinton was in the room, and my friend wanted a picture with George Clinton.
Yeah.
And I heard that George is cool to that, so I said, "Man, go ask him. The dude will give you a picture, right?"
Yeah.
So when he walked up to George, he said, "Hey, George, can I get a picture?" And George said, "Yeah, man, that's cool. Just don't put your dick on my lap." Right? And nobody laughed, right? Everybody. So I said that line last week here to some kid that somebody asked me what gets on my nerves, right? So go to the Dodger game last night, and we're sitting there chilling, at the table, whatever. And here comes dude. He wants to say hi, but he comes and says hi, and he's taller than me, kind of bigger than me, and arm all up around me and shit. I thought he was gonna try to like kiss me or something. You know what I mean? And that's what I meant when motherfuckers do that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they get too close to you and
Yeah,
they're all in
yeah,
your
yeah.
area and your personal. And that's what I meant by when I use that terminology. And as Trace is right there eating a fucking sandwich, I'm looking at him like, get this motherfucker off of me. I'm giving him that look. But he doesn't pick it up.
Bro.
Dude's there for like 90 seconds, like, yeah, man, insane in the fucking bream, man. I'm like,
Boy, you just gotta push him off,
and
dog.
but you don't want to be rude to a fan, a potential concert ticket buyer, motherfucker.
No, I know, but
You know
still,
what I
dog,
mean?
they
Like-
gotta respect your space, though.
No, man, it was like fuck. And then when he leaves, I look at Trace and I go, "See, that's what the fuck I was talking about." And Trace goes, "Oh, I get it now."
But it is your homie's job. It is your homie's job to have your back.
Yeah, like, hey man, can you back up off a little off him?
Yeah,
Just like,
he's
no,
got
whatever.
you almost gotta play security when you're the homie. Like, hey, my boy, hey, leave him alone a little bit.
Usually Trace is on it.
Trace knew what was going
I
on.
mean, only reason I wasn't is because I was like, it was like an assault, you know what I'm saying? But it was like a friendly assault. And then Sen looked at me like, This guy's dick
Help
is
me.
straight on my shoulder right here.
You seem like you were stunned
I'm
when it
moving
happened.
away.
I was stunned
You
myself.
were
You were
froze.
You were laughing there.
You were laughing.
No, what happened was-
you let it pass a little bit.
He did it on purpose.
He did it on purpose, man.
No.
Yeah, he wanted to
no.
see me suffer.
He wanted to see.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we just talked
He
about
wanted to watch you all uncomfortable. And shit.
Yeah.
He's like, this guy's got too much of a nice heart. Watch. He's gonna
before-
stay getting hugged right now.
And he got a story out of it. That was awesome.
Before you said anything,
Dick in
you
the
said,
shoulder, though.
Yo,
I
Sam's
was
got
like,
a
I
dick on his shoulder.
cannot wait to go into the show tomorrow. And,
Bro,
and
when
share
you
this.
when you said that right now, that you fucking, I thought someone just like dropped that shit.
Yeah, like
It was like, hold on, bro,
said it
like someone put his dick on his shoulder. I was like, wait, what the
He's
fuck?
got me like in a kind of like a bear hug kind of thing, right? And while he's doing that with this hand, puts this hand out here like to give me a pound, man. And I'm like, well, I can't, motherfucker, because you got me all fucking tied up. You know?
How big was
He
he?
had you hemmed
I
up.
don't know. You know, I'm like 5'7", so that dude was like maybe 6'2" or 3",
the way he made it sound,
big
he's
But how much you think he weighed?
like about 220 maybe.
Oh, it's a big
Yeah.
motherfucker. Huh?
Big old, big old Mexican.
Big ass fucking teddy bear grabbed you, huh?
Yeah.
If you hadn't been sitting down, you probably could have got out of it.
No, that's the thing. I was standing up. Trace was sitting down, scarfing down a fucking Italian sausage, and that's why he didn't do shit. He was like, I'm like, fucking help me, motherfucker. Whatever.
Oh man.
It is what it is, Papa.
So
Have you ever got aggressive with someone before when they grabbed you or no?
Yeah, man. Yeah, because it.
Because you can only take so much, right?
Yeah, it's kind of my own fault too, because I did a stage dive one day.
All
and
right.
Coming back to the stage, it's my fault. I'm already in there in the public with him. But this one fucking kid, he's trying to pull my fucking left shoe off, and I'm trying to kick him, you know,
Like he's
get
trying to
away,
steal your
right?
shit?
And I got a microphone with me, and he's still going at it. So I turned around and I yelled at him. I said, "Let go of my shoe, motherfucker!" And you could hear it through the fucking. I was like, "Oh fuck! Let me put this thing down."
Start smacking him with it.
Yeah.
Should've-
Yeah, but
yeah.
every now and then some shit'll happen that
Bank 'em in the
eventually
head.
is funny, but at the moment it's not.
Hey, but was he trying to steal your shoe or he was just pulling on your leg?
No, there back in those days when you jump in the audience, you might come back without your shoes, socks, t-shirt, your hat for sure.
Oh yeah.
If you have a cadena on, you know that's going to whatever.
Everything.
Yeah, that
You were getting jacked out there.
Yeah.
And that's only because they were excited.
They could get away with it too.
Well, yeah, that part too. But they were excited. They wanted to have your shoe and be like, I got this one.
Yeah, it's like a souvenir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, we didn't know no better. We were going up there with our shit on.
Yeah,
And we got wise
that
and we
part.
started,
Got some expensive.
you know,
ass souvenir.
tying our shoes, putting your belt on tight, taking your chains off.
Yep.
Because we just might go hit the audience that night, and you know, you don't want to get your shit ripped off. You know.
Yep. I lost plenty of chains like that, not thinking about it, jumping out and not taking them off before we start the show, knowing that I'm going to jump out.
Oh,
And they would just be pulling at me different ways, and bop, I'd feel the chain snap, and there it goes.
hey, that's a hood motherfucker to take your chain though.
It was in Chile.
Oh, there
And,
you go.
You know,
They know it's worth something.
yeah, they knew it was worth a lot. So that fed a family for a few months right there.
Hell yeah.
All right. What you got, Bolton? What else you
And
got?
we got STL Batman up in here saying Brian's dad said Toro.
That's right.
It's a toro.
Toro.
Fucking
Yeah, he
bull.
doesn't know how to roll his
Toro.
R's yet. We're trying to teach him.
Toro.
Oh,
Toro.
Our bro up there.
oh yeah, toro.
Toro.
You know, you keep practicing.
That's
Yeah,
right.
thank you.
You get it right.
2024 is my year when I'll
He's
be
getting
able to roll
better.
the R's.
Getting better.
He's taking this whole year to
Yeah,
try.
my dad is a
we're
bull, man. He's a fucking short stack bull. Solid.
Word up.
And we got J Max C up in here saying tickle tickle.
Okay.
Wow.
Actually, speaking of dad and bulls, funny story one time was I got my ass whooped by my dad, and he had a belt buckle with a bull.
Oh yeah, those old school ones.
Yeah, and he fucked me up with the buckle, so I had a bunch of like bull imprints on me, like all over my body, right?
Damn.
And the
Oh,
worst
man.
part was like after I got fucked up, my mom was like trying to play like, you know, good guy, bad guy. My mom was like, "Oh, what happened?" This and that. I go, "Look at my body's all fucked up." And then she's like, "Oh, look at the little cow." She's like, and she was trying to cheer me up. She's like, "How does a cow go?" And I was like feeling better. I was like, "Moo." Bro, tell me how my dad walks in while I do that. He's like, "Moo." He told my mom got through and fucked me up again.
Oh man,
Bro, I didn't like my mom after that. I
Oh,
was like,
man.
it was your fault. I got fucked up twice.
he thought you were clowning, huh?
Bro, yeah, he thought I was making fun of him.
Yeah,
2 ass beatings.
old school.
Fuck yeah.
I know how that worked.
That buckle shit hurt. I was praying for the belt.
Yeah. That buckle's no joke.
Hell no.
And we got T. Perez up in here saying, in the super chat, saying, Brian, stay away from Ia Topuria. Take it easy, he says.
Oh, slow down, man. Slow down.
And we got Cisco up in here saying, I caught this roll-up production by Fred Reck featuring Be Real, Till Death Do Us Part. Mad props on that record. I recently rediscovered Fred on Tidal.
Yeah, Fred Reck produced that joint. That was on the Till Death Do Us Part album, and I believe that was the title track. Fred Reck's a dope producer. He did a lot of the West Side Connection. He did some West Side Connection stuff, things with Nate Dogg, things with Snoop, with Dog Pound. I mean, like, his work is everywhere.
And he DJ'd for Cypress too for a minute.
He DJ'd for Cypress for a hot sec. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, he co-hosts a show with Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart. How about that? Fred Reck.
And we got Legnatron up in here asking Brian, what is your favorite restaurant to eat at?
Shit. I like something with sushi.
You like sushi?
Yeah, I love sushi.
You ever do the place Nobu?
Yeah, I've been to Nobu
That
one time.
place is dope.
Yeah,
How about Katsuya?
never.
Oh man, you gotta try
That's
it.
good.
Yeah, they got a lot of good shit there.
Yeah,
You should try
something with sushi. Nobu, I tried Nobu.
Yeah.
Is it just sushi with like what you like, or water or seafood and
It depends, bro. Honestly, like I tell people, like if I was on death row and I had my last meal, it'd be like tacos and sushi.
All right.
I don't know why. Like just home and
Yeah.
I just love
exotics?
Yeah.
Home and
Love
exotics.
sushi, yeah.
All right.
There's a spot, Kazunori, that they specialize in like hand roll,
Yeah.
thing like that. They only have a limited amount of people that's around this desk, and they're in the middle cooking it and making it, and they just bring you one roll at a time. It specializes in hand rolls. Kazunori. That's a good spot.
I gotta try it out.
There's a spot called Fish in Culver City that I recently tried.
Well, just shoot me the locations. I'm down trying, bro. I was just in Culver City the other day.
Yeah, the spot called Fish. It's fire, bro.
All right.
Yeah, I heard of that spot. I ain't been there, but I heard of it.
And we got Twackalack up in here saying many blessings to the table.
Thank you. Blessings back.
Yes,
Amen.
man. Yes.
And shout to Up is Down Sven, AJ, and Royal Savage. Thank you guys so much for your super chats.
Salute.
And we got Mountain Pearl Mystic back up in here saying Reiki is a Japanese practice for stress relief and relaxation. It helps unblock your energy field. It's amazing. I would be happy to come out and show the team Reiki in action. Just let me know.
There it is.
Shit, there it is.
We'll get Trace to set that up,
Yeah.
and we'll make it happen. Yes.
You gotta be Japanese though, bro. Just saying.
That's a female.
I-
It's a female.
I'm sorry.
And we got Garcia.
Bro, Ed.
We got
You
Garcia.
don't have to be Japanese to know the art.
I know. I was.
All right, cool. I'm
just
just.
wanted the authenticity, you know.
Oh my God.
Mr. Miyagi feel, you know.
Easy, Ralph Macchio. Next.
And we got Garcia up in here saying, Brian, in the U.S., being in the UFC and knowing what you know, is your body considered a weapon?
Everyone always says that, man. Like, hey, you're a fighter, so did you register? You know, I was like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, my like, you know, when you buy a gun or something, you have to register. Like,
Yeah.
there's no registration. Like, I don't have to go to the DMV or somewhere and say, hey,
Yeah.
I'm a registered weapon.
Yeah.
That's
That'd
all
be crazy if
to
you
me.
did
That's
that.
all a myth. I don't have a license saying, don't fuck with me. I'm a weapon.
Here, take this. Read it.
But what I do know is depending on the judge, if you do fuck up and they realize who you are, you could get in trouble.
Right.
You know, like there's times where I got in fights when I was already in the UFC, got handcuffed, whatever. Cop saw me, I was like, bro, get out of here.
Yeah.
And then there's sometimes where someone does know and I hit someone and they're like, all right, we're gonna take you to court and this and that, and I'm looking at like $150,000 lawsuit
Yeah.
and some jail time, and I'm like, what the fuck? So it just depends on who knows who you are and the situation, you know.
Yeah, man.
But there's no thing that says you're a weapon.
Yeah, that's all myth.
Yeah, that's all myth.
But it would be crazy if one of y'all did register, like just for the fuck of it, and you know what I mean, to add to the whole myth. Look,
I should have like my own little
Yeah,
card,
little-
registered weapon.
little registered weapon card.
Yeah.
Fuck with everyone. Are you a registered weapon? Yeah, check.
You get in a flight, airdrop that to everybody.
For real, huh?
Yeah, here, just have them laminated and pass them out. Like here, just so you know.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't fuck with me.
Fuck with me.
These hands.
These hands are registered. But this, hey, they could be.
No, it's a myth, bro.
No,
Who
I'm
the
saying.
fuck started that?
I'm
But
saying-
everyone always asks me that. I think every fighter gets asked that.
Oh, you know it started way the fuck back with like black belts. Like when, like black belts.
It had to be some full of shit.
Yeah, I
motherfucker.
think
Like,
so.
Don't fuck with me. I'm a
Some-
registered weapon.
Right.
It's like that. You just said that because you didn't want to get your ass beat.
Didn't want the smoke in
Yeah.
the first place. Exactly. You just tried to posture up with some words so you didn't have to throw the
Nope.
actual hands.
I'm gonna start saying that when I fight Marbell.
I'm a registered weapon.
Just get some cauliflower here, bro.
That could be the next Steven Seagal movie, Registered Weapon.
Yeah, Colton, let us all punch you in the ear so you get that tough fighter look.
For real.
Yeah,
People don't like to fuck with people who have cauliflower ears.
because they know.
No, that's
Bro, like I remember one time I was in Vegas and same thing, man. Like some people try to get down with me, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And something happened. I ran into him at the club, and I caught him slipping in the bathroom. And I told my homie, I was like, "Oh, there's the motherfucker here." I go, "Let's get him right here." And then my homie had cauliflower ear, and he was like, "Well, I'm afraid of you, but not him." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
I'm afraid of you and not
And
him.
like me and my homie, like I fight better than him, you know. So it was just funny as fuck.
It's because it's a sign.
Yeah.
The cauliflower is a sign. This motherfucker gets down. So
Yeah.
if you get down with him, you better be able to get down too.
So just get cauliflower, they
And-
will not fuck with you.
And punching him in the ear is not going to do anything.
Not really.
Kinda.
Maybe.
Like that training video earlier.
Like
wrong
that,
place to try to hit him.
yeah, like like the training video guy. Yeah,
yeah, like-
he lets you do that.
I want to fuck up his ear. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take
right.
a couple shots at the ear real quick.
Do some wrestling. He'll get it real quick.
All right, what else you got?
We got El Loke up in here saying, "Ayo B,
Yeah.
what's the plan for tomorrow? Is there gonna be a 420 Dr. Greenthumb show?"
Yes, there is. It's your day off. I don't know what you eyeing about. It's
It is.
Thursday, Mike.
That's right. Yeah.
He's
I'll
gonna be
smoking
weed every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And we got Jay Rook up in here asking, "E-Zone, how the fuck do you accidentally take mushrooms?"
Somebody doses you?
Bobo.
How did they dose you?
Damn.
How did they? I know how they got Bobo. He wasn't dosed. He knew exactly what he was doing
Like
without knowing what he was
Giving you
doing.
chocolate and not
Telling you how many milligrams.
or not,
Oh,
or what is it like? Just like telling you, oh, by the way, it's not an edible. It's
Like
That's
you
the-
did to Aton.
that was edibles though.
Yeah, I know that, but it's the same.
No,
Hey,
it's
if you
not.
do that, you're fucked up.
Bobo did it to me at NASCAR.
What happened?
Yeah, Bobo, you remember you did it to me at NASCAR. Thought that shit was funny.
What?
Out there watching race cars on mushrooms.
Bobo did that to you at NASCAR?
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
that
fucked
night
up.
we were at NASCAR, Bobo dosed me after the show, and I was sitting there while we were all in the suite. I was fucking hanging on by a thread.
So wait, you didn't know it was a mushroom?
Okay, he told me it was a microdose candy bar. It was a full blown bag of fucking mushrooms, and I was
Wait, hold on. A microdose candy bar or
Candy
a
bar.
microdose piece of the candy bar?
It's a piece of chocolate.
How big was it?
It was a nice square.
Was it the size of the slider?
It was.
No.
It was. He gave me a double. Whatever.
Bobo?
Yeah.
No, I
Bobo.
didn't do that. Yes.
Gary Coleman.
Straight up. Straight up. Straight up.
That's not right.
Hey, but when you did that, you knew, like he was gonna trip out.
Oh no, I felt it coming on.
I knew.
No, but you didn't know, or you did know.
I just said, here, here's his chocolate, special chocolate.
A
Eat it.
special chocolate.
I said it's special. And, he was hungry. So, he wanted to snack on something. He had munchies. So, he just took it. And then, later on, he looks at me and he's like, I'm hanging by a thread, Bobo.
No.
I'm hanging by a thread,
It was horrible.
Did you at least comfort him?
Hell no. He was laughing his ass off at me. Thought it was the funniest thing in the world. Him and Cali
I'll
Blaze.
say this. You guys held it together because I could not tell until one of you guys said.
Well, see, I felt like I was still working, and I didn't want to piss you off. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Trace is out here working, but it was Bobo behind the scenes hit me with mushrooms, so I was trying to play it off.
I said, keep it. You better keep it together.
See?
You better
It's all
keep
in
it
your
together.
mind.
It's all in your mind. That's right.
Yeah, don't slip around the boss.
Mm.
Keep it together.
You're a bastard, Bobo.
You got like that too?
No, I got a ton like that with edibles.
It was, that's edibles.
But not like. That's a hard way to play around because.
With the psychedelics, man. You don't want to be like, yeah.
But I've done like the other version of it where like we put coke in somebody's beer when they went to the bathroom. We're like, hey, that was gonna get hella lit, and we just.
Oh, okay. That's all right. That's harmless a little bit.
Yeah, like I mean, we were all doing coke in the same time.
Yeah.
So, but
That's less harmless than mushrooms?
Before it was harmless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
I mean, before it was opposite of harmless. Sorry. Excuse me.
My God.
Where have we gone? All right, next.
And that seems to be it.
All right, we want to thank everybody for getting down with us today. We want to thank my man Brian Ortega for sitting in with us. Hopefully, the first of many times.
Yeah.
At the table, man. Big fan, and we always gonna be rooting for you in every goddamn fight you get in there, man. Because I've been a fan since day one. Just
Appreciate that.
And it's an honor to have you here with us, man.
No, man, I'm happy to be here.
Word up. You got any shout outs you want to give?
None, man.
Word up.
Yeah.
Soaps.
What?
Shout outs?
What?
Hey, what do you want?
Did you get dosed by Bobo right now? Is that what happened?
No, man, no.
I didn't do it.
No.
I ain't
Yeah.
need shit around you guys.
Big up, big up everybody at the table, and yeah, that's it.
All right, Dose King.
You can catch me on Twitter at Eric Bobo. Catch me on IG at Eric_Bobo. Catch me on Social Club, Discord. Thank everybody here. Thank you, Brian, for coming on through. Thank you, Trace, for telling that story. About that. I hope you enjoy. You did enjoy it. You enjoyed that joke.
I did. I'd be lying if I said I
you
wasn't.
did. And thanks out to everybody that's here at the table, Treehouse crew, everybody that supports the show, me and Snacks. We thank you.
Bolt.
Shout to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout to the Dominator. Shout to my Uncle Trace for hanging up here with us today. And also, don't forget, tomorrow we're dropping 12 Funk boxes, and they will be dropping on 420 tomorrow at 420. One of the Funk boxes will be signed by Be Real. Comes with the Limestone Chillum, which is only available in the Funk box, Funkies, pins, and a bunch of other stuff. Also, don't forget about the Limestone Funky dropping today. Well, it's going to be dropping Friday at 420. And so check that out as well. And 30% off Insane Clothing Co. So go get it. What's up, Trace?
Big shout out to everybody sitting at the table. Right on, Brian. It was good meeting you, hanging out with you today. That was a lot of fun. Big shout out to my Instagram family. And big shout out to the Dodger fan who put his dick on Sen's shoulder last night at the bar. Thank you so much for that. That was worth the whole night of going. I mean, a giant fan going to a Dodger fan.
You're
so
terrible.
Thank you very
terrible.
much. Thank you.
Let me know if you ever need security, bro.
Apparently, somebody's asked out of Dodger games. You're on, dude.
I got you. I'll choke him out for you.
He's up.
Shout out to everybody who tuned in this morning for the pre-420 show. Tune in tomorrow at on 420, 7 to 9 o'clock. We're going to be doing a giveaway every 30 minutes on the show. Top 5 Twitch bit donators get hooked up. Believe we're going to be hooking you guys up 420 style, so make sure you guys tune in 7 to 9. Steph Tone will be joining us, so it will be a globito time. And I do have my friend A-Way pulling up because X has a comedy show. Also, I will have a Whatnot tonight, so make sure you guys tune into that. And there will be a 420 sale going on the website, highhungry.shop. Look out for the discount code on my website and your newsletter.
Take time to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Don't be too wrapped up in everybody else's shit. You know, we care about people in our lives, our family, our friends, but you got to care about you too. Take care of yourself. I say that with love. Swallow that.